What's going on, everybody? I think we're just gonna go to we might go to full screen. I don't know why. It's a lot of stuff over here, so I'm gonna get rid of some of this stuff that might be in the background. Remove. Event list. Okay. I got no idea what's going on. What's going on, everybody? Can you hear my voice? And what is the quality like? I'm getting a lot of skipped frames here. It might just be because it's a lot going on this, what's the name? I'm gonna go take a look over here. Testing. It might just be because... That was... Okay. Let me just see if there's anything. Background music. We got red alert frame. We got long stream panel. Panel members. Okay, hit that one. We don't need that. Hit the like button. We got that one. We got that. There's gotta be something else here that we don't need. News and updates scroll. We got that. We got subs and what's the name over top of that one. No idea what's going on. Hold on. I saw some connection problems right there. Hold on. That's weird. I saw some connection problems right there. Hold on. Weird. I saw some connection problems right there. Okay. There's a couple of times where there's some skip frames, so I just want to make sure that everything's good. We won't be needing Elgato in the background. Tech background. Where I guess. What is a tech background? I guess the tech background is that background. We don't need that running in the background. View counter good. Everything else looks good so far. Music's in the background, but it's not on. Yeah, I don't know. If there's any problems with the quality whatsoever, you guys let me know. I'm gonna keep tabs on this because yeah. Give me a nice airflow. What's that? Weird. Okay. Damn it. I just looked back and it's another drop frame. Heavy on your CPU. Ensure that you don't have any other applications open that are heavy on your CPU. What other applications could I be? Hey, Lethal, and everybody in the chat, if you see any problems, let me know. No joking, no trolling. Like, we need to know if everything is good. Okay? So, if you do see anything, let me know. No trolling, no joking. Okay? If it's not real, don't joke about it. Because I want to get it on my end. I'm seeing drop frames. You know, I don't like seeing that stuff. So, I had already turned off the laptop, and so I'm not seeing it back to back, but I'm gonna go to Let's Chat. I wanted to have the spiffy thing underneath, but they don't. I don't know what the fuck they want to do with this, so I'm gonna go ask Google Gemini one thing, because I cut off everything that I thought was running in the background. I normally have everything that I have set up the way that it's set up. I don't really have anything different. The only thing I have is the preview of the chat on my laptop. There's nothing else that's running in the background. So I'm gonna go check one thing. Actually, I'm gonna check two things. First of all, I want to see if the remix is on, right? Cool. And that's at 22. Great. And I want to be sure that the mic is on. Great. Let me mute this. Okay. It looks like we're good. I just want to get a couple more things done. The Elgato should be on. Let me make sure I can hear everything. The Elgato is on, but is it muted? It's not muted. It is muted on my end though. Okay. We're gonna look at a little bit of the Wolverine preview. The Wolverine preview is going to come to us from. Okay, that's great. From PlayStation Access, and the only reason why we're doing them is because I know they have their stuff in 4K. IGN decided to do a little talk along. I don't really care much for that. So let's go. We gotta go back and check because I had a little bit of a scare. You know, normally I would just cut this shit off, but I haven't had any more notifications, and I'm gonna go see if I can set up something so that I don't have that problem anymore. I think it's the scrolling words. So, as much as I love the laptop and I don't have any real problems with it, there might have been something that happened to the screen, but everything's cool on my part. Other than that, I don't use it any more than just the stream and, you know, a little bit of editing, but not much anymore. I normally offloaded my editing over to my phone and my PS5 Pro, so it's a little weird to even see that. It's weird that the Streamlabs app would have any type of problem streaming to YouTube because I have some words down the bottom that are scrolling through. I made sure that I didn't put too many things in the scroll, but I think that might be it. It's a pretty simple setup. We got the frame, we got the image inside the frame, we got the chat over there. It's weird. We're live. We're not going anywhere. I do apologize for our last stream. We had a stream which was the Tokon stream. It was going to last a little longer, but we got cut off. I don't know if it was Verizon or if it was YouTube. Both of them had spikes on downdetector.com, so I don't know which was the cause, but I did lose connection, which is something uncommon. So it is what it is. We're gonna be live from 11:30, fixing everything until when we get off, so roughly around 3. So let's just go see if YouTube, over that long period of time, did they post anything proper from their preview, or did they just do the talk? So this is IGM Games. Just making sure. Is this what their name is called, or am I tripping? Is it IGN or is it IGN Games? Okay, here's IGN. Okay. 2 weeks ago. That's 3 weeks ago. We finally played it 52 minutes ago. Okay, this one didn't pop up first. Let's save it to the playlist right here. Watch later and favorites. And theirs is in 4K. So their little 8-minute is in 4K. Out of the two, let's see whose is a little bit longer. Watch later. Okay, so not Digital Foundry. PlayStation Access has 15 minutes and 22 seconds. IGN only has 8 minutes. I know that they probably withheld any spoilers because IGN gives no fuck. They are secretly and publicly biased against PlayStation, especially with their current writing on the weird manufactured fake boycott or fake hatred towards PlayStation on the physical stuff. So we'll be watching PlayStation Access first. I trust them more. Then we'll watch IGN. Let's see. I just want to get this information. I haven't had any other problems with the stream, so we're all good. I just want to, I like to be sure that you guys are getting the best possible quality we can get, which is that 1080p 60 streaming. Let's go into it. I really shouldn't have to say this because our channel is very mature and we're like not super duper mature, but we're like for mature gamers. We're older gamers over here. So if you are young at this point in time, you might want to look away. Wolverine is rated M for mature. I already have the disclaimer that most of my live streams and videos are not for kids. This channel is not for kids. I do curse a little bit. Don't go too crazy on that. And we do have violence on this channel. And it's not too crazy on that. It's just really based on video game violence. A shooter here and there. A hack and slash game like God of War, Wolverine here and there. So you gotta have that type of stuff. But if you are on the younger side, it might be time for you to leave. Take a nap or something like that. Let's see what's going on.
Welcome to PlayStation Access, Bob. My name is Connor, and recently I was lucky enough to go hitch a ride to Insomniac Games' studio in Los Angeles to go and see Marvel's Wolverine. And I gotta tell you folks, my spandex is bursting at the seams with excitement. Like many people my age, I was lucky enough to grow up with an abundance of iconic iterations of the old Knucklehead across screens large and small, and those feelings only deepened when I was the one in control of the claws sitting in my bedroom. So naturally, that PlayStation Showcase reveal in 2021 sent shivers down my spine, because who wouldn't want to put on that cowl and throw down with those claws? So when I was offered the chance to go and play the game, I thought I'd died and gone to Krakoa, because how else would I be able to explain getting the chance to check out one of the greatest video game studios of all time taking on the coolest character in comic book history? Anyway, you came here looking for info, and I'm glad to tell you that you came to the right house, bub. So here are 6 reasons, one for each claw, why we can't wait for Marvel's Wolverine. Obviously, you want to hear about the gameplay. Well, Wolverine is a linear action adventure in the vein of those mission-based locations in the Spider-Man games, kind of like
forces Streamlabs to constantly calculate, move, and redraw
across the ring with a surprising grace given his incredibly weighty frame. But that doesn't mean Logan is light on his feet. Sure, you can track targets with animal sensors, then bound across a fair distance for takedowns, but the landing comes with a noticeable thud of vibration from the DualSense, followed by adamantium ripping through flesh, animated in excruciating detail, accompanied with a 3D audio squelch. Sickening, but satisfying. But if your stealthy spree is interrupted, or you never bother going quiet to begin with, that's when the real fun begins. Mobile enough to avoid being surrounded and getting enough hits in to build up your rage meter where combat really comes to life. It's similar to the combat systems laid out by previous superhero games. Crowd control by hopping between your foes, then singling one poor sucker out for a serious kicking before putting them down for good. But where the web slinger bounces off enemies like they're made of rubber, Wolverine pierces. You throw his body almost like a dart, his claws ripping through flesh with a degree of gore that is unprecedented for Insomniac. Combos are ended with a triangle button flourish by slicing off limbs, tearing through faces, and generally making sure bad guys won't get open casket funerals. Larger enemies need staggering by kicking them into surfaces, activated by holding square and aiming at the nearest wall, and then you can unleash the flurry, repeatedly hammering the square button to drive your claws in and out until your formerly spotless yellow and blue suit more closely resembles the flag of Romania because of the blood on the Hey, you try thinking of a better example of something yellow, blue, and red. Deal damage quickly enough and that rage meter builds, with level 3 activating the beast within, increasing your damage output and opening up critical strikes. Devastating moves activated by pulling both triggers that are terminal for any and all henchmen. There are plenty of unlockable abilities and traits that I'll talk about in more detail later, but iconic moves like the Tornado Strike and bullet-like Cyclone Strike are on offer when the claws come out, though they are limited by cooldown to keep up the difficulty. Logan's regenerative powers will keep death at bay by slowly healing you at all times, but it's important to remember that this version of Wolvie is not invincible. Taking too much damage in a short space of time will overload your healing factor, giving you a heart attack and putting you in the ground for good. Thankfully,
Wait, what did he say something about a heart attack?
that this version of Wolvie is not invincible. Taking too much damage in a short space of time will overload your healing factor, giving you a heart attack and putting you in the ground for good. Thankfully,
What?
you can avoid this by keeping an eye on your rage meter. Rage level 2 on...
What about what? Okay, I'm guessing there's gonna be something in the skill tree where you get like a second wind or something, because Wolverine's died before, but then he comes back, so his heart restarts or heals. So, but of course they need to do that in order to, because it's a video game, you eventually do have to die. It's weird that they have it that way, but okay.
unlocks Last Stand, a second chance QuickTime event that puts you back in the action.
There we
You'll
go.
need to build it back up again if you want a third chance in that same fight.
Okay,
Otherwise,
that's
it's lights
exactly
out
what
for
I
Logan
thought.
And back to the last checkpoint you go. Survive the encounter though, and you'll get a full heal to make sure you're fighting fit for the next scrap and not a limping bloody mess. Well, you'll still be covered in blood, it just won't be yours. Famously, patience isn't exactly Logan's strong suit, but you'll need to keep your wits about you to survive the game.
Oh, that's a nice parry.
Dodges are essential, and parrying strikes will almost certainly give you an easier time among large groups.
Oh
But
yeah,
if
this
that's
day
too
one.
much brain power for a
This
runt
looks
like
amazing.
you, at least you'll have companions to do some of the thinking
This
for
looks
you.
amazing.
As well as spontaneous collaborative takedowns,
Nice
your mutant
combo.
amigos will chip away at enemies in the background, and can even be called on for assistance in boss fights. For example, in the Sentinel fight, you can trigger explosions caused by Mystique to stun the mechanical monster and then get some damage in while it's
Nice,
down.
boss.
As you've probably heard, Marvel's Wolverine is an all-new take on the character that exists solely on Earth 1048. Or the same universe as Marvel's Spider-Man. And for me, that's great news, because the plot gets to tinker around with familiar elements without being strictly bound by existing mythology. That means, while there are some recurring characters and similar scenarios, it won't fall directly in line with any pre-existing storylines or character dynamics. Just like Insomniac's versions of those web slingers. Here, Wolverine doesn't know an awful lot about his past. He knows he's old, and he's been through some serious stuff, but otherwise, he's just trying to live his life one day at a time. However, like any version of Logan, he has to rise to the occasion when fate comes a-knockin'. Another interesting twist on Earth 1048, the existence of mutants isn't common knowledge. The ones that do know are the mutants themselves, typically isolated from the rest of their kind, or those that wish they didn't exist at all. Enter Bolivar Trask, a wealthy industrialist set on creating technology and amassing an army strong enough to wipe out those he deems to be nature's mistake. As part of those efforts, he kidnaps one Nathaniel Essex. He's known in other Marvel universes as Mr. Sinister, and in our real world as voice-acting megastar Troy Baker. But in this game, he's the leader of X-Force, a secret squad composed of Sabretooth, Mystique, and Logan. Well, before Logan quit, anyway. But he's back now to help rescue the old man from Trask's evil grasp. And, without spoiling too much,
This is so
the first
dope.
step of a journey that will offer Logan a view into his
They
past
gotta
and
have
shape
the
his
Wolverine,
future, along with the
coming
future
back
of
in
all
Fortnite.
mutants forever.
This shit kinda
Okay,
reminds
now
me of
for those
Fortnite.
spoilers. Just skip the spoiler chapter on the timeline if you want to go in untainted. So, Bolivar Trask has...
This is spoilers. Okay.
After a...
Oh, that's dope. Spoilers. I guess cover your ears if you don't want to see or hear this. I do. Anything else over here? No spoilers. World design. Oh, okay. Oh, there's so much. Oh, they cover so much. Okay, great. Oh, gosh. It's so much to fucking intake. I don't give a fuck. I'm buying the game day one. I don't give a fuck if it's a mess. I don't give a fuck if it's perfect. It's day one, bro. I'm not missing out on a fucking new Wolverine. We don't get these games. They're like a dime a dozen. Fuck, they're a penny a dozen if we're being honest.
Along with the future of all mutants forever. Okay, now for those spoilers. Just skip the spoiler chapter on the timeline if you want to go in untainted. So, Bolivar Trask has been kidnapping mutants and experimenting on them, or releasing them into a mock town as training fodder for his security forces, along with Omega Red and the Reavers, cybernetically enhanced goons who are also on the Trask payroll. Obviously, that doesn't sit well with X-Force, so after freeing Essex, they tear the place apart on their way out. After that, Logan helps rescue a group of young mutants under the protection of Jean Grey, which is what we see in the trailer back in June. Eventually, Trask finds out where X-Force is holed up and attacks them, leading the mutants to deliver a counterattack. Unfortunately, this is exactly what the delightfully devilish Trask was after, as he's got a prototype Sentinel lying in wait for our superhero friends. After a significant brawl, the mutants pause for a beat in the Princess Bar, until Logan once again has to give chase, this time to the Hand, after they succeed in kidnapping one of the new mutants. And that's where the demo ended. But we do know the trailer teases an awful lot more to come. Okay, spoilers over. Let's keep going. Insomniac being in charge of this project makes perfect sense, and it's not just because they've put out 3 stellar Spider-Man games, though it obviously helps. For me, the key thing that you get from every Insomniac game is a sense of the depth and breadth of worlds in which they take place. But a large part of that magic is also in the variety.
Nice. Oh, that ray tracing is
and
nice.
After years of crafting arguably
this is a beautiful world. Wow, that looks great.
The most engaging New York.
I knew it was gonna be wide linear, bro. I knew it was gonna be wide linear.
The game starts in Talembang, a tiny fictional island most famous for harboring pirates Logan fought during an 80s comic run. But the story quickly takes us to the mountains of Canada, inner city Japan, and the state of Madripoor.
We are going to be in Japan. I can't wait to see Japan.
It's a meticulously crafted space that lets the development team stretch their creative muscles and laugh in the face of real-world geography.
Exactly.
Take the game's intro sequence. Trask's Talembang facility is a sprawling complex surrounded by lush jungle, with plenty of tall grass for takedown opportunities. Push through and you'll hit a wall. Literally, prison-like walls surround the base, and it's beneath these that you'll have encountered the Reavers for the first time, framed by terror on all sides. Man-made concrete megastructure on one, sheer cliff edge on the other. Scale those walls and you'll find a fake town that even Logan says feels like a nuclear test site, complete with retro diner, although it is blown to bits by Omega Red in a glorious set piece before you get into the facility proper. And this whole journey takes less than 15 minutes. You move through at such a clip that it's easy to take for granted the level of detail. But that's why the design of these levels and the linear structure of the game
that shit look like that shit about to be fire, bro.
Only to be surprised by the next labyrinthian laboratory or henchman hideout, never feeling like any one location is outstaying its welcome. Anyone even vaguely familiar with Logan will know that he's a reluctant hero, always standing up for others in times of need when he'd clearly rather be left well alone. And that, coupled with his acerbic wit and general badassery, is what makes him such a compelling character. But the kind of themes associated with Marvel's mutant population, persecution, isolation, and the importance of found family, they're heavier than the weight of an adamantium skeleton, and as such should be treated with respect. That's where I think Marvel's Wolverine has hit a home run. The 18+ age rating has allowed the game to tackle adult themes in a mature way that simply wouldn't be possible if the game was aimed at a younger audience. The game doesn't shy away from the inevitable extremes of Trask's desire to extinguish a race of people, and it presents those gory consequences without relishing in the violence it creates. Speaking of presentation, the work of the incredibly talented cast can't be understated. Liam McIntyre is probably most famous to PlayStation fans as Taron Malicos, the sinister former Jedi from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, but it's in this iconic franchise that he's really able to show off his acting chops. Logan is a character of many personalities, simultaneously a rugged, snarky loner with a strong moral core that, upon revealing itself, allows for deeper connection. But his traumatic past pushes him to isolate and fuels the rage of the beast within that he fears so much, despite the need to embody it whenever danger comes calling. And McIntyre manages to capture all of that, the humor, the pathos, and the animalistic physicality in a portrayal that feels emotionally grounded without losing the idiosyncrasies that make this character so beloved. And while I saw less of the other characters, that's not to say that the developers haven't nailed the casting there. Troy Baker is obviously note perfect as the fatherly yet sinister Nathaniel Essex, and both Sabretooth and Mystique have a very entertaining back and forth with Logan. But the real standout from my time with the demo was the relationship between Jean and Wolverine. With no Scott Summers in the picture, Insomniac are clearly setting up a romance between these two, and the fragile chemistry between a wounded Wolverine and the uncertain but ultimately sympathetic Jean Grey makes for compelling drama among this backdrop of a complicated world they found themselves in. Only time will tell if a happy ending is possible, but this being a story about one of the most beleaguered characters in comic book history, I sincerely doubt it.
Just can't let a man rest in peace, can you?
It would be unfair of me not to talk about customization, because it's A, something that the Spider-Man games did incredibly well, and B, it's probably the most beloved feature in any superhero game. First up are techniques, which you'll unlock as you progress and accumulate XP through the game.
Day one. Yeah, this is day one. I don't care what nobody said. This is day one. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's all I cared about. Yeah, at the surface, it looks like, oh, it's just an action adventure game. But yeah, you just gotta have a lot of fucking skill trees. That's a good amount of skill trees. It's a little on the smaller side, but I think it's like you got techniques, then you got the thing with the skull, and then you got the thing with the question mark. So there seemed to be a good amount of things. Oh, you do have level. You do have a level down there. He says he's level 4. I'm going to move my character out the way if you guys don't mind real quick so you can see. I haven't had any frame drops. It was actually the scene, which I don't use that scene often, but it's always that scene because of the text. Again, you would expect the laptop with 8 gigabytes of RAM to be able to deal with some something going on in the background, multitasking, but sadly, it can't. And this is why, consoles are better than PC when it comes to gaming. Whether you want your PC or your laptop or your PC-centric handheld to do anything in the background, it's going to do things in the background, even if you don't want it to do shit in the background. And then that takes away from the power and processing ability of your PC, your laptop, or your gaming handheld. And again, I just dealt with that. I've dealt with that multiple times whenever I have some performance problems. That's the only problem I'm ever having. That the CPU is being taken up so much by Streamlabs that isn't really doing much. I try my best to keep it as static as a UI as possible. I'm reminding you guys to subscribe. I have the chat in the corner. We got our logo over there, and you guys see who's talking. That it is very simple. And then we got one scene just in case I step away or whatever. I don't do a lot. I try to really not do a lot, and still the laptop will use up a lot of CPU running Streamlabs for absolutely no fucking reason. And me personally, I still don't understand it, even though I understand it. It's just like, man, that is the burden of being a PC gamer of any of the 3 different devices, whether it's a laptop, it's a desktop, or it's a PC-centric handheld. I can't stand it. I hate it. I'll pick a console, PS5 or PS6, over a fucking PC any day, and I will continue to fucking pick one over a PC any day, bro. Fucking can't stand that shit. Yeah, so it looked like you got levels down there. I like the logo right there where he has his arms crossed. And you see the claws out, and it says level 4. You have an experience too. So I'm a big fan of that. I knew they were gonna put some RPG mechanics in it, so that's really good. I have a YouTube short up if you guys want to watch that, but I'm also going to talk about the 3 images. I'm gonna use 4 in a little bit, but we're gonna finish watching this. This skill tree looks amazing. Pretty much like Spider-Man. It looks like you have 4 little slots where you can put your abilities, and then you got him posing in different what's names. Yes, it's it's not Spider-Man, but it's Wolverine, but with what they learned from Spider-Man. it seems to be not a lot in this section, but it is. You know, because that other section is probably chock full of skills. Interesting.
This is your standard skill tree with new abilities and moves to be unlocked.
They got a preview right here. Oh, wow, that's different.
Skill set like auto blocking when sprinting or a healing strike bound to triangle. Then you have adaptations, which are a selection of.
Ooh, now that's a skill tree. Ooh, shit, the fuck. Oh, that's a skill tree. See, that's what I said. Look at. Oh, it's a lot. Oh, wow, it's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. You see that up there? I told you, I was like, look up there. There's a lot of shit going on up there. Look at the UI up there. I'm gonna wait for this to go away. Damn, that's a lot.
Damn.
That's a nice skill tree right there. That's very, very nice. Successfully reacting to power attacks or reckless attacks restores health. Healing dangerously. Yeah, what's up?
That shit looks nice.
Oh yeah, it's nice. You know what? I'm happy it's not on PC. Fuck those guys. We got a challenge going on. We got a challenge for 3 hours that we're gonna be live. We're gonna try to raise $100 just for the sake of it. The challenge here is if we do hit that goal of $100. What we're going to be doing is I'm going to start my Grand Theft Auto 5 playthrough. We will launch this challenge every stream. It's not going to always be $100. We just got for $100 here. We're going to see what YouTube does with their little new little goals that segment that they have. So shout out to YouTube for adding some more things that I can throw your way so that we can really engage with you. I am planning on to do a Grand Theft Auto 6 stream up until Grand Theft Auto 5, which I plan on beating the game.
You said that the opposite way around, bro.
Don't worry about it.
You mean a Grand Theft Auto 5 stream?
Yeah, you know what I meant. So that's gonna automatically start in October because this game comes out on the 15th, and I put in some. Yeah. This game comes out on the 15th of September, so, you know, I'm going to be running through this. Literally, I'm going to run through this. I'm going to be on this a lot. We're going to either do JayTech Plays or JayTech Gaming, but you're going to see a lot of Wolverine, a lot. There will be a day one JayTech Foundry as well, because I don't trust Digital Foundry. So, what's up, Troy?
No, I was saying I was definitely gonna replay GTA 5.
Oh yeah, definitely. I need to finish that story. So, yeah, that's dope. I got no sleep, so you know it is what it is. We're gonna only go until 3 because I don't want to really crash out, health reasons and stuff.
You didn't get no sleep?
Oh fuck no. Nah, I was sipping on that energy drink and yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. But I did make some progress in the 2D God of War game, so that was pretty dope. Oh yeah, that motherfucker ain't no joke. That motherfucker keep you up. Zero sugar though. The one with the A, the Alai whatever energy drink. Yeah, that shit fucking good. But it works. Zero sugar and it fucking works. We're still. No. I don't want to get distracted. Let's cover this and then we gotta go.
Actually, Jay, could you send me that video?
I cannot.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Because I want you to use your powers of your shape up and go find it. No, it's over on PlayStation Access.
Okay.
So yeah, go to PlayStation Access. They posted it this morning. Theirs is I would assume that theirs is better than IGN's. We're gonna do IGN's coverage. But right now we're going to do PlayStation Access because they really do good when it comes to PlayStation exclusive titles, and they get a lot more time to post. They did 15. They did 15 minutes, and IGN only did 8. IGN did upload it in 4K. Neither one of them are 60, but it doesn't mean the game isn't 60. So let's just keep that up. We're at towards the end of the video anyway, so
massive buffs that you can apply up to 4 of. like
Oh, you got buffs. So you got a skill tree and you got
reduced
buffs.
melee attack damage
Nice.
or ranged attack damage boosting rage. And yes, obviously, there are plenty of suits. We all know that's what you're here for. Before I say what's available, I do just want to mention that some are unlocked by default as you complete missions, but others are crafted from raw materials found in chests scattered throughout the game.
Oh,
Each suit
you can
crafted comes with its own set of
develop
flaws
suits.
that
You can
choose
create,
from
you can
independently,
craft
and the
suits with
associated
materials.
cowl can be toggled on or off depending on your preference.
Oh, and you
but
can
that-
you can
yeah, but
you
that
can
was- yeah,
decide
but
if you
hold on,
want the
hold on.
mask on or
Hold on,
not.
hold on. But that mechanic was in Spider-Man.
Yeah, but you can decide if you want the mask on or not. That's due.
Crafting new suits also boosts your
Okay.
overall max health, so it's well worth keeping an eye out. Okay, you've waited long enough. Here's what I know. Spoilers once again. The X-Force, yellow and black suit, and casual wear combo we've all
Okay,
seen in
obviously.
trailers are unlocked as the game progresses. I got to
course.
play in the iconic yellow and blue and tan and brown suit, a Weapon X style getup, the sleeveless yellow and blue of Wolvie's last jaunt in Hollywood. I also saw
The sleeveless yellow and blue at Wolverine's last jointed at Hollywood. Hold on.
progresses. I got to play in the iconic yellow and blue and tan and brown suit, a Weapon X style getup, the sleeveless yellow and blue of Wolvie's last jaunt in Hollywood.
The sleeveless yellow and blue of Wolverine's last what at Hollywood? I'm guessing that's the Hugh Jackman new comic book accurate suit.
Are unlocked as the game progresses. I got to play in the iconic yellow and blue and tan and brown suit, a Weapon X style getup, the sleeveless yellow and blue of Wolvie's last jaunt in Hollywood. I also saw the black and red ultimate costume and a version of the prehistoric inspired Fang. And even after all of those, there were still a bunch of empty spaces that could be absolutely anything. I know you all saw that stunning patch tuxedo in the trailers, though that wasn't available in the demo. I'm sure it will make an appearance. Claws-wise, there are variations in shape, material, and overall finish, with serrated adamantium, natural bone, and even a diamond-coated set equipable. Also notable is that not all the suits are riffs on classics or inspired by the plot. There are at least 2 original suits created in collaboration with Marvel artists for you to try on for size. Looking good, bub. A Marvel game wouldn't be complete without a near infinite tapestry of Easter eggs and references to other heroes and properties across their wheelhouse.
Nice.
Something that Insomniac also loves to do, so it's sure to be good hunting for long-time fans.
Oh, I love
When
Easter
I was wandering
eggs.
around Madripoor, I noticed a signed playing card from Remy LeBeau, also known as Gambit, along with a poster promoting Dazzler's newest album,
Gambit?
of the Madripoor alleyway.
Easter egg?
Mutants
I
Toad,
like.
Leech and Callisto are confirmed in the story, and Dr. Lankowski making an appearance seemingly before his eventual transformation into Sasquatch. And no doubt plenty of other recognizable characters and deep cuts will appear too. Another fun
Interesting.
feature, although not so fun for Logan, are the Nightmare Doors. These act as a way into Logan's subconscious, allowing the player to complete trials for skill points.
Nice!
Own, but the real draw for fans are the memories unlocked upon completion.
Awesome!
Nuggets of Wolverine's
I
past
fuck with
help
this.
round out this new characterization by
Give me
drawing
God
on
of War
decades
vibes
comic
right
history
now.
for inspiration. Great stuff, whether you're a long-time X fan or new to mutants. And that was 6 reasons why Marvel's Wolverine
Oh, this
is
is
the
a
best at
good
what
one.
It does, and what it does is very nice indeed. If you
I
enjoyed
like-
this video, then drop a like and comment down below what you're most excited for when Marvel's Wolverine lands on PS5
this
on the
is
15th
really
of
good.
September. If you'd like to see more videos like this,
Great job, PlayStation Access. Great job. Great job. Round of a fucking applause. Amazing job. That was a great job. That was a really, really good job. That was really good. Yeah, so they do have the comic book accurate suit that Hugh Jackman wore without the sleeves. Now, the cool thing is that's probably going to have sleeves and without sleeve option. And that's one of the suits that a lot of people wanted. They wanted him to have the shoulder blades, but they also wanted him not to have the sleeves. In the movie, they took off the sleeves, but they also took off the shoulder blades. So accurately, you're supposed to have the shoulder guards and then no sleeves. So they'll probably have different alterations of that. They've done that with some other suits too. Yeah.
Hey, lady gamer, I forgot. I didn't even realize you was in here.
Oh, okay.
If
I thought he
Insomniac
said,
has proved
"Damn."
anything over the last 8 years,
I thought he was saying damn. I didn't think he was saying
It's
what's
that
the
they
name?
know how to make a hell of a superhero game.
say
Spider-Man
that.
remains one of the PlayStation 4's defining action games,
Spider
and a shining
Can.
example of open world design, as are both of its followers.
IGN, the
Now they're looking to replicate
motherfuckers that was up there doing what was the shit called? Puddlegate.
If Insomniac has proved anything over the
IGN
last 8
IGN
years,
just doing
it's that they
IGN
know
thing.
how to make.
No,
a
I'm
hell of a
saying these are the
superhero game.
originators of
Spider-Man remains one of
Puddlegate.
PlayStation 4's
I
defining
know,
action
I
games,
know.
and a shining example of open world design, as are both of its follow-ups. Now they're looking to replicate that magic.
And
with
they use
Wolverine,
the same
albeit
exact
this time
fucking
as a
clip
traditional
from
linear
Puddlegate
AAA action
when
game.
they
I
talked
got to play
about
about
Spider-Man.
2.5 hours at a recent
Interesting.
preview event, and while my impressions are mostly glowingly positive, I did come away with a few questions and concerns.
I don't care. Let's see if we got any new footage.
Dawn is back in the chat.
A claw combo, or a powerful kick that can break shields and knock enemies back.
Talked about the same things the same times. That's good. That's good. Nothing of value. Sorry, IGN. You're basically covering everything they covered, and they did 15 minutes. You did
Better
8.
job. They did a better
Yeah,
job.
I'm good on that one. There's gonna be a lot more previews, so that's gonna be dope. Elder Scrolls Oblivion is available on the Nintendo Switch 2. I don't know how good it's gonna look compared to it. I don't think anybody's gonna compare it to PS5 or PS5 Pro or Xbox Series X.
That would be stupid. That would be
Currently, somebody doing a side by side with the Steam Deck and Switch 2. We'll go watch that real quick. Let's just watch it real quick. We're not putting this in the timestamp because it shouldn't take it too long. Just let's do this. Let's see what we're just gonna take a little look.
Better upscale.
It looked like the Steam. I don't know.
And sharper image. Same goes for, well, all of him really. His face is more detailed and less mushy, the embroidery on his clothes is cleaner, it's better by almost every single metric. At least to somebody not employed by Digital Foundry.
Wait up, but you're biased too because you're from a channel called Nintendo Life, so you're automatically going to favor the Nintendo version, so I'll just be using my own eyes to see which one I like better. They're simulating better textures, but they're not really giving you the best textures. So I go with the Steam Deck. They're both weak as shit.
Strangely, the Steam Deck seems to be more saturated as well, and that's the same in direct capture and handheld. I don't know if it's the Steam Deck itself, but both versions are running in SDR, and the capture settings are identical, so it's
Ooh, that's bad. See, that pop-in is bad. That right there, that pop-in is bad. Look, me personally, man, I'll pick a console every time over a handheld or PC, bro. It's just too many fucking cutbacks and bottlenecks. No, man, fuck that. I just want to play my games and have it work.
Because this is what they look like.
That's embarrassing.
It's also far more stable on Switch 2. Bethesda have said that certain optimizations made for the Switch 2 version will be coming to other platforms, so this could improve on the Steam Deck in the future, but right now Switch 2 is clearly the winner. I even ran into an instance here where the Mythic Dawn Assassins were running at a substantially reduced frame rate on Steam Deck, something that I've only ever seen on very distant objects on Switch 2. This could of course be a one-off, but I suspect it might have something to do with the number of entities on screen.
Hold on.
The Steam Deck was
right. Hold on. Is the Switch looking better? Or am I tripping? Yeah, that Steam Deck is bad, bro. Whoever paid for that, bro, you got duped.
Well, you're 100% right. Let me explain that for everybody real quick. A lot of PC fans will claim they don't want to buy PlayStation 5 or console for one game. So what they do, because they're cheap and they don't want to admit it, is that they thought that they would be able to still be a part of the PC master race. So they went and got the cheapest PC. So when they came out with the Steam Deck, because a lot of PC fans did use a Switch as a side platform, they were like, oh, okay, I don't even need to use or upgrade to a Switch. I will just get the Steam Deck and I'm good. Individuals that did not have a desktop, they were like, fuck it, I'm just going to get the Steam Deck. I can play all my Steam games over here and I'll be set. Again, they swear they're smart, but they make stupid ass decisions. Individuals like that had to deal with this type of visuals. If you wanted to know what was going on with most of the unoptimized games people used to bitch about, most of those images you saw around the internet or videos, they came from the Steam Deck. When the people were bitching about what was going on with Tokon, that came from the Steam Deck users. You will be surprised how many Steam users have PCs, laptops, as well as the alternate handhelds that are weaker than your PS5 and PS5 Pro. But it's a huge amount. We've covered this multiple times. Over 90% of them are weaker than the PS5 Pro with PSSR 2.0. And no, I have not gotten into the new firmware, but I am checking every day. PC, man. It is no master race. It's a fucking joke.
Kicking up quite a lot of heat whenever a scene like this would occur, so
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's just being pushed to its limits. One area the Steam Deck definitely has the advantage, however, is loading times. The 2TB NVMe drive I slapped in back when storage was affordable is a lot faster than the microSD Express card that the Switch 2 is using.
So-
Textures take longer
They said the Steam Deck wins when it comes to loading times.
to load.
But that's only because he put better micro SD or something in it.
On Steam Deck than Switch 2,
Hey,
though,
but that's
which is...
cheating.
Yeah, that
something to
obviously
note.
it is.
The real magic in all this for me is the power.
But he's cheating against himself because this is a channel called Nintendo Life, so he kind of fucked himself over for this comparison. The win could have been given to Nintendo Switch 2, but again, this is the PC way. They upgrade shit.
Consumption. Steam Deck will draw roughly 25 watts.
Yeah, but that's
Look
not
at the
that's not what
visual
that's not what
Full
that's not what the Steam that normally comes with.
But
Because
this-
he's still doing it wrong.
difference. Yeah, I know, but that is his comparison. So, I
That's
mean,
not a comparison. That's a cop out because they're using something that's not in there.
look, I don't make the rules, bro. I understand what you're saying. You're 100% right, but that's just how he did it. I wouldn't have done that, but he did it that way.
Good afternoon.
What's going on, Spartan? We are going to get to our topics today, so no distractions. Okay, I'm borderline a zombie anyway. So yeah, we gotta get to our top. Oh, just hold on. I need to get through this. So the win goes to Switch 2 over Steam Deck. But I mean, I know what comparison I want to see, but this is Nintendo Life, so they're gonna keep it to handheld. That's why I tell people don't compare fucking Switch to PS5 or PS5 Pro when most of you guys only want to compare it to other fucking PC-centric handhelds. Stop it. Okay? Let's see. I think what I'm about to do is we're gonna go segue into this. I posted a YouTube short. Oh, fuck. I didn't send the images. What's going on, Spartan? You got something to talk about? I'll go put up something else.
What's your topics you're discussing at the moment? Because I had to
Oh,
come off
well,
out of
Wolverine.
people.
We looked at the PlayStation Access.
Oh no, I saw that fully.
Wolverine.
Like the video you was playing with the character Colin or whatever his name was.
Uh-huh.
I saw all of that. Anything else you were speaking on?
Well, we were about to go to our next major topic, and that was what the YouTube short was about. So if you did watch it,
Yeah, I was supposed to, but it wasn't.
no,
letting me-
don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I got the 3 screenshots that I used in the YouTube short, so we'll be talking.
Is it the
about
one
it.
about GTA and Wolverine?
More so Wolverine. I'll paraphrase it.
Or
More so.
the emulated ported thing.
Yeah, that one. I posted on Twitter last night.
Okay.
These
Yeah.
niggas have issues.
Oh yeah, more than issues. Okay,
I know.
I think that I'm going to just. I think I'm just gonna go do this one and that one, and I think that that's it. I think that just gives us all that we need. But let me go over my last piece of research, and why you're gonna see Nintendo Life never talk about PS5 Pro with PSSR 2.0. It says your calculations regarding the 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 unified memory structure is technically accurate and forms the core of why console optimization behaves differently than a typical PC, which is what I was dealing with, right? I had some frame drops on my stream because I had words scrolling down the bottom, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I have 8 gigabytes of RAM. And again, I'm not doing anything in the background, right? I have YouTube in the background, just one page to keep track of the chat sometimes. And then I have my VPN. That's it. But yeah, words scrolling down the bottom of a streaming app makes my fucking CPU tink. This is why you can't compare PC to consoles. Not because it's unfair to us. It's unfair to you. Let me go to the last paragraph, the last sentence of this paragraph. It says, when you factor in how the Steam hardware survey measures RAM and VRAM separately, your 90% plus figure becomes a highly realistic assessment of real-world Unreal Engine 5 performance. Now, that was a portion right there. This one right here is another piece of research. It says
not just for consoles, console to PC. It's
exactly
console to consoles too.
Exactly, and I do those. I don't do them as much because even Digital Foundry won't compare Xbox Series X to Pro. It keeps comparing Xbox Series X to PS5 only because they think there's always going to be an advantage. It's that secret sauce, aka that unified memory with the SSD, that gives that PS5 an advantage over the Xbox Series X. But I want to read this other piece of research right here.
Which is actually the reason, by the way.
Oh, shit. Here we go. It says, based on the Digital Foundry analysis and Steam hardware survey data available as of August 2026, JayTechTV has been overall correct in his assertion regarding the PS5 Pro's stability and optimization relative to the majority of the gaming PCs. Though the specific 90% figure appears to be his own calculations rather than a direct quote from Digital Foundry. Yes, it is my own calculations, but based on Steam database. I'm not pulling anything out of my ass. I think there was that one. Here it is. This was a summary of the final form of my research. Now, it will differ because of. I'm gonna see if Spark has been paying attention, if he knows the big thing for the Steam's hardware survey. So we have the month of August and we have the month of September. What happens with the younger generation? What do they do?
They go to fuck to school.
And what when they go to college, what do they need to do most of their work?
A laptop.
There you go. So August and September are going to flood the Steam hardware survey with laptops, quite possibly lower level desktops, as well as new generation PC centric handhelds. And so I want to read off the second portion. Well, I'm going to read off the whole thing, and then you guys will figure out why it's such a groundbreaking piece of research that I have done. And it says in summary, to all the research questions I was asking, that if you need access to it, let me know. I'll send you a link. It's a long. The research is so bad that I did. It's full. I can't add any more questions in that fucking search. That's how bad it was. I was going off for the last 6 months. So it says, in summary, Sony making PSSR 2.0 the mandatory operating system default doesn't weaken your research. It locks in your highest tier model. It says, it proves that measuring power solely by paper specs or Steam's line item GPU list is a flawed approach when evaluating real-world stutter-free performance in modern Unreal Engine 5 games. Over 92% to 95% plus of active PC gaming setups on Steam fail to match the fixed architecture, unified memory bandwidth, and default PSSR 2.0 output of the PS5 Pro. Now, it doesn't say it here, but I always make sure that my research does not factor in the crutches of fake frame generation. I feel like that is cheating. PSSR 2.0 does not give us fake frames. It gives us better frames, real frames. So it can be used, and yours cannot be used, because without it, we get to see your real stuff, right? PC is better than console, so you shouldn't have to use any crutches. Long story short, what this also means is that stutter-free shit from Unreal Engine 5, that's Unreal Engine 5. I had my motherfucking Streamlabs open, and I'm still getting fucking stutters because I got words going down the bottom. So you can only imagine when you have other type high-powered AAA games on PC, it's going to cause much more of a mess than if they are running on a PS5. So, if you don't believe me, I'm going to show you guys something, a new development in the PS5 emulator for PC. Yes, the individual posted a new development, and trust me, you're going to want to see this. So I looked at it myself before I started up the stream. Spartan, I hope you're watching, man. You're going to love this.
Yeah, you on YouTube.
So, the emulator at this point is running anywhere between 0 frames and under 30 frames. He is attempting, again, to run Demon Souls.
I mean, be fine.
Now, the opening video is about to start.
PlayStation Studio, Blue Point.
What's going on, everybody in the chat? Sorry I didn't say hi. We had to get stuff rolling, and I had some technical difficulties in the beginning. So, he's starting the video, or the intro video is starting up, but the sound isn't starting. Now, there was a time where the sound started, but the video wasn't showing. So, he's having a problem with the sound for the intro video and the video, the music. So, again, this is the PC shit.
I'll be right back.
Okay, this is the PC shit. Like, PC is just so weird. Like, simple fucking task you just expect the PC to be able to do because you've heard all your life, oh, PC Master Race, it's so powerful, blah, blah, blah. But the fact remains is that not everybody has a powerful PC. This individual is currently trying to run this on his 5090. Yeah, he's running it on
right now. It's just 14 frames per second. Now it's at 22. Okay.
Oh yeah, you're behind.
No, I'm there, my nigga. I'm just clocking this shit on YouTube.
You sure he stabbed the little zombie in the chest? You get to that part yet? And he. Oh, okay.
I'm here. Okay, now he's under 20. That's 33.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
18.
But it does look weird because we did play it in 60 frames day one.
Oh shit! I just realized he has a counter too. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, he has a counter. That's all. Yeah, that's why I'm looking at the counter up there.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, he's running on a 5090. And it's he still can't get it to be 60. And again, this is just the intro video. He cannot get the intro video to run at 60. It's just a video.
We could.
That's what I'm saying. And it's
The
just
base PS5 too.
the simplest of tasks is something that most PCs can't do. You know, this I'll tell you the secrets. I'll tell you guys the secrets. I will show you the secrets of what they think and what their master plan is. When I say these guys are evil, I know it sounds like I'm crazy. I know it sounds like far-fetched, like Jay is just a hater of the PC community. But my God, when you see what they're planning, you will understand.
You know the funny thing is, even the emulator, this PS5 is still going all digital.
Exactly, man.
It's like them.
Like, I like that the solution to PlayStation going all digital is coming from the PC community. I'm going to say that 4 more times. The solution to saving physical is from the PC fans saying, we're going to make a digital emulator.
That makes no fucking sense.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Why the fuck do they care? Like I said, the entire boycotting, the outrage at Sony from the beginning of July until August, it has not been real PlayStation fans. I said it from the beginning. I was like, bro, this is PC handprints all over it, bro. Okay, so here it is, guys. He's going to try to run the character creation. I want y'all to look at this. This is it. This is the moment. I just want y'all to see how bad it is. So remember, this is going to be in-game graphics. He's trying to do the character creation. Spartan, you tell me what you see. I'm going to pause when I get to it. He's gotten at 10 frames per second, 0 frames per second, 1 frames per second. It's stuck at 1. The time is still going. I didn't pause. It's stuck at 1 frames per second. It's stuck at 4 right now. It's at 2 right now. 5 frames per second. 5 frames per second. It's still at 5. It's still at 5 frames per second. It's at 6. It's back at 5. It's still at 5. 61 frames per second. 60 frames per second. 39 frames per second. 6 frames per second. So he went and did some texting of create 3 frames per second to create his character's name. 2 frames per second, 5 frames per second, 4 frames per second, 1 frame per second, 2 frames per second, 3 frames per second, 0 frames, 2, 5, 4 frames per second, 5, crash. It crashed, and he said it crashed. Let's go back to the moment where it crashed. He said it in his own video. I'm not lying. He literally said right there it crashed. Again, again, you're not supposed to play the game on your PC. It was not legally brought there. It was not officially put it there. But you guys have a very long time, and I'm covering this because they have a master plan, and I think everybody in the chat knows exactly what the master plan is because I talked about it before, but it is now being discussed on the forums, the Reddit post, and I got screenshots of what they really are planning. So here we go. Let me continue to cover his second attempt. 4 frames per second. He still can't even do anything to customize the character, so he's just using a default. He's not trying to customize the character anymore. Obviously, I've played Demon's Souls and got the platinum. These graphics are on PS1 quality that we're barely seeing. It's all blacked out like a motherfucker. It's an uphill battle. 1 frame per second, bro. I'm going to keep counting it out until it crashes again. 0, 9, 21, 60 frames per second. When he texts something, he gets all the way up there. But when he goes to the graphics, it goes back 6 frames per second, 7 frames, 1 frame, 2, 11, 69, 31 frames per second. It's going back to the video. So when you create your character, there's a video that shows for the first time.
What?
And then after that video, you go to the intro world.
Wait, Jay,
Uh-huh.
did you know that Insomniac, they did 60 frames per second with ray tracing
Yeah.
on the base PS5
Yep.
for Wolverine?
Mm-hmm.
That's
It makes sense.
pretty good.
It make fucking sense.
And on the base, and they said nothing about
I
the
know a lot of people believe that Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna be some fairy tale fucking 1080p at 30 frames per second on PS5 Pro. But I would implore you, don't take a public L on that stance. That's all I'm gonna say. Because now that we're 2 weeks away from the fucking Netflix deep dive, I'm starting to see people not say shit. Digital Foundry has already went public believing that it's going to only be at 30 frames on PS5. They didn't say anything about Pro because that's the boogeyman for them. They're afraid of that. After Mark Cerny basically exposed the fuck out of these guys. After that first interview and studying Digital Foundry, what they like to look for, he fixed everything that they like to look for and made these guys look so stupid that they no longer do head-to-head comparisons between PS5 Pro and PC.
a lot of those have stopped.
Oh,
all of a
yeah.
sudden.
Remember, they used to do that little when it Pro came out at $700, PC fans were building PCs to go head to head with PS5 Pro, but they never went outside of Call of Duty or Fortnite, which could run higher than 60 frames on PC, where consoles were stuck at 60. Although now Fortnite has a 120 mode. I think one or more of the Call of Duties might have added a 120 mode for PS5 Pro, but I don't know which one. But I got 120 mode, and I have the frame rate counter on the Fortnite for PS5 Pro. So all of that shit goes by the wayside when I'm staying above 100 frames per second most of the time when I was on Fortnite. And I won. I won that match, and I was solos. And that was my first time back on there. So again, this is the intro video, the second intro video after you make your character, and then you're supposed to go out into the real world. He is going for it. Obviously, they're testing this shit out. They got to keep trying to go for it, but he is going for it. Legally, can Sony do anything? Yes. Legally, they can. But I think when it's more of a reality, that's when they take them to court for losses, financial losses. Because, again, I'll tell you why they can take them to court. Because they all publicly snitched on themselves. And it's not this. Trust me, it's the shit that they've been saying on Reddit. So this is coming up at the very end of the test, which would place his character in the beginning stage of the game, which he might as well just go there and test it out and see. So this is where we're at. Something is also up with the sound. Yeah, because I thought it was me, but it's really...
They remade it. Oh, bro. Yo, remember when remasters was seen as terrible? Now everybody wants to do it.
What remake got remade?
No, like just collections, remasters, like Mafia.
yeah.
Everybody hated those. Remember? Remaster Station 4 and 5. Everybody wants to do them. Interesting. Ubisoft. Now we got Rockstar. It's almost like people realized they could take advantage of the new hardware of the console without having to take a full advantage on PC. What to do it?
I like what Ubisoft is doing, where we got like 4K 60 on Ghost Recon Wildlands. Yeah.
Now they starting to show.
And a couple of their other older Assassin's Creed, they gave a 60 frames per second update. I like that. I wish all developers could do that. This shit moving like a snail, bro, at 30 frames. Here we go. You see the bonfire. After the bonfire, you're supposed to be able to go straight into the game world. What happens? He's going to come up against a crash, and then he ends the video because it is a really, really bad crash. Now, remember, you got to be able to play the game from start to beginning. We're not giving you the concession prize. Oh, well, we got the video to start. That means it's possible. I don't need to buy a PlayStation. You don't need to. You can sit on the sidelines and watch us spoil all of Wolverine, spoil all of Grand Theft Auto 6 for the better part of the next 4 years until you guys have this shit in better shape. And by that time, PS6 is coming out, and it's going to embarrass the majority of the PC community. So here it is. After the fog moves, it's supposed to go into the game. But as you can see, it was just recently stuttering at fucking 0 frames per second. When I paused it just now, it's at 4 frames per second. I thought they said 30 frames per second was unplayable. So what do you call? Wait up. Did he just say it crashed again?
Yeah, he did. And it's coming on our side, loading up. Yes, that's crash.
That's a crash. That's the second crash. So he got a crash trying to make the character that's rendering the graphics of the game, and then he got another crash trying to get past the second introduction into the game, and so he got a crash there too. I don't think my PS5 or PS5 Pro ever crashed trying to run Demon's Souls.
Jay, I ain't gonna hold you. There's a lot of things. Remember, I used to say to you all the time, PlayStation took a lot from the other side's arguments, right?
Mm-hmm.
The moment I told you last gen, this was going to be the battle of the CPUs. I said that to you in 2018, 2017, and exactly April 1st, 2016, when they got rebranded to Sony Interactive Entertainment. I remember I said to you, next gen is going to be the battle of the CPUs. This generation of consoles is kind of like the 360 and PS3. When I said they were pretty much rebranded the entertainment hubs with the good CPUs that can actually run games like PC. Remember, back then, they were ahead of PC, and then PC took over 2008. And, now you have consoles where it's like 1/8 of the power and teraflops, but Lily is performing just like yours.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, like you said, raw specs, like your AI said. Remember,
Yep.
the PS4 had better specs than the Xbox One, but the reason it performed better is because it had GDDR5 RAM and a DDR3 like the Xbox did. People forget that. The RAM made a difference. The 8 gigabytes of faster RAM made for faster processing. The CPU of the Xbox One, every single one of them were faster than the PS4's. Split memory. The PS3 has split memory. The 360 was unified. Look how that went. The Xbox Series consoles have split memory. The PS5 has unified. Look how the games run. Do you see the pattern here? Like,
yeah, exactly.
all right. And then remember, not only can the PS5, the base PS5, outdo the Steam machine and most of the PCs, the base PS5 can outdo 80 to 90% of PCs, right?
Mm-hmm.
The base one, never mind the Pro. But remember, PC also had an advantage. They had power and it had all of the games. We don't have all the PC games. They have way more games than we do. Are they good ones that people want to play? Not, probably not. But remember, PlayStation now has their games on PC. There's games from PC on PlayStation games, and Xbox games that could play at 4K 60. So now it's kind of like, what advantage do they really have?
That's the research I've been doing for the last 6 months.
That's just
because now it's not about saying it. It's about we have hardcore research, and it goes and uses Steam. For the last 6 months, I've been using the Steam hardware survey. You can't tell me that all 6 months are fucking false. No one, looking at the data that we got, nobody on PC has been upgrading to a more powerful desktop than PS5 Pro, a more powerful laptop or PC-centric handheld, which we know that's impossible because PC-centric handhelds and laptops have massive limitations on what they can achieve versus a desktop. And they haven't built a new PC. They haven't purchased a pre-built. They haven't upgraded their PCs to be of a higher quality than PS5 Pro with PSSR 2.0. Every month, it just makes it worse. Now we're at the 2 busiest months for college kids where they're going to flood the next 2 months of the Steam hardware survey data with weak GPUs. That doesn't help. Even if you get a new laptop, it's been confirmed that they're lowering the RAM and other aspects of the laptop so that it doesn't go higher in price. Let me see if
The
we can get that
Lenovo
question.
ones, Lenovo has the best laptops right now, but even those are over $1,000. If you want an actual gaming laptop, get Lenovo and get it from Best Buy, not Amazon. Damn, Jay, you see what Lethal said in the chat?
1 second. Let me see if we can get a confirmation. So I just asked them if anything was downgraded. But maybe they don't know. Let's take. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yes, it's true. Over the last 3 months, from July to mid-August, manufacturers have been reducing RAM and laptops to maintain prices under $1,000, especially for the back-to-school season.
Oh shit. Nigga
Your boy don't miss.
This nigga came with proof.
Why do you think? Let me tell you this, Spartan. Why do you think when you search JayTechTV, right?
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker hasn't made a video about me in a month. This dude was on my ass in a weirdest of ways. Let's say Klutzy King, Joe from Seattle, they were on my ass. This research, they don't touch. Not once. Not once have they fucking challenged me on this. They completely ignore it.
13K views.
They can talk about the drama, but they can't talk about none of this research 2 months ago.
Physical outrage is fake, but talks about Xbox layoffs instead. Because realistically, that's a problem. We know Sony Post Studios and everything, but the reason why the physical outrage is not real is because if that was true, Sony's biggest game partner right now they got coming out is GTA 6. If y'all really cared about owning a game that much, you wouldn't have pre-ordered that. That's only digital. And mind you, Rockstar told you the same thing Sony did. So what's one got to do with the other? So that's why it's fake, because actions speak louder than words. Y'all can claim, oh, we don't own anything, but you won't own GTA at all.
100%.
At all. Games going in the future, more multiplayer games, you can't own them at all. You don't own shit at all. You got Netflix. I already broke it down. Y'all don't own shit no more. Everybody, and I think my bro said it best, is mind over convenience. Y'all wanted convenience. Y'all didn't want to leave your house. Y'all don't want to go to the store for midnight lunch, my nigga.
That's crazy. They said on a normal PS5, it's targeting fucking 60 frames per second with ray tracing. That mean on PS5 Pro, that's about to be crazy. It's about to be crazy. Again, bro, it's...
Hold on, Jay, I'll be back.
Okay. Again, what PS5 and PS5 Pro is doing this year is literally embarrassing the fuck out of everybody else. It really is. Let's get this data right here. Let me read this off. So this is a part of my YouTube short. If you wanted to hear or see what I said for only 1 minute, my YouTube short is up. I posted it right before this. So let's read what they say. And I got this from Reddit. This was posted 3 days ago, by the way. I made the video this morning. I captured a screenshot this morning. I captured a screenshot for the video that I did this morning. So it says Wolverine PS5 emulated / ported ? It is in the form of a question. It says, "Hi all. I'm not going to pretend to know much about piracy. However, I really want to play Marvel's Wolverine, but a PS5 is a little out of the budget right now. What are the chances of it being able to be emulated on PC within the week of its release, like the beta build? Or should I just find the money for a used PS5 to experience it?" He's begging for someone within the PC community to see if the game has been cracked or successfully emulated. They can't even get Bloodborne to work. Wolverine has a lot more moving parts than Bloodborne. They can't even get Bloodborne to work. This dude's asking about Wolverine. This puts into perspective the mindset of the PC community. They don't want to support PlayStation. They never did. They want the games. They just don't want to pay for it. Let me tell you this. If the answer was yes, that you could emulate Wolverine at launch, do you think he would pay for a copy? Or would he just download the file from a site and play the emulated version? That is piracy. It's funny because his first statement says, "I'm not going to pretend to know much about piracy." Literally, piracy and emulation are in literally the same fucking paragraph. I hate that the PC fans will always claim that something's emulation when they already know they're pirating it. You don't own the game. You never paid for the game. You have never supported the ecosystem whatsoever, and this individual confirms that. What you're doing is piracy. The emulation is a way for them not to have to buy the PlayStation. They believe, and they will say this all the time, and they've been saying it for the last over 10 years, I don't want to buy a PS5 for one game. Okay, it's never one game when you've been begging PlayStation for all of their exclusives after every event, whether it's the E3 showcase, the PlayStation Experience showcase from back in the day, the State of Play, or any other PlayStation showcase for PS5s. Any game we would get announcements for or reveals, they would be begging, right? But the statement that they use is, I don't want to buy a PS5 for one game. If you've been begging for 10 fucking plus years, you can't say, I don't want to buy a PS5 for one game. Because that's statistically false. If there's more than one game that you've been begging for over the course of 10 years that is not on your platform of choice by nature, then you want more than one game. And the platform is justified. The platform is justified, but when we break down what he says, what are the chances of emulating? Oh, no, not that part. He says, a PS5 is a little out of my budget right now. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. The PS5, and he didn't say Pro, he said PS5. PS5 is $650, and I think the digital is $600, right? If he was to upgrade his PC to be more powerful than the PS5 Pro, it would cost more than the PS5. But he says that the PS5 is out of his budget. This confirms my research that most PC fans do not plan on upgrading their PCs, buying a more powerful PC, right? Or building a whole new powerful PC. That's just not what they're doing. They don't want to do that. They don't want to spend any more money on PC. They got one. Everything else should be free. That is their thought process. And you cannot look at this and tell me that's not their thought process. Not at one moment here does he talk about spending money. At every moment in this paragraph, he talks about saving money. There's no intention here on actually buying a game to support the developer. They claim to love the developer, but they are going to do everything in their power not to give that developer money. The PC fans are as fake as the Sony hatred that we've been seeing on the internet over the last month and a half. It is a lie that the PC fans ever wanted to support PlayStation. It is a lie that there are real PlayStation gamers on the volume of 300,000 or more signing a Canadian petition to save physical media. Most of those signatures are duplicates from one individual with multiple emails because we know how easy it is to do that. And other individuals, or the individual I'm talking about, well, I guarantee you they don't own a PS5. So, why would a community that has been all digital for the last 10 years bitch and moan about PlayStation getting rid of physical media a year and a half away from now? Because it supports their narrative. They just want to paint PlayStation evil. They believe if they can paint PlayStation evil and they can go bankrupt, that by default, all PlayStation first-party developers will go and become independent and magically be fully funded by money that does not exist anymore. And then they will put all those great PlayStation first-party exclusives on PC. That is the fairy tale that they tell themselves every fucking night. There are indie developers that release their games for under $40 on Steam that don't even get funded by you guys. It is so weird that you would imagine that a first-party AAA studio under Sony would still be able to survive without Sony's backing. By you guys. The cheapest individuals in the fucking community. By far. The cheapest motherfuckers I've ever fucking seen. You guys don't know how easy it is to go on Reddit right now and find a new legacy of port beggars. It is ever flowing over there. I only got you like a 0.1% of the shit that I saw this morning. Let me show you the continuation. Let me read this off to you. It says from Vegeta_25. It says, they announced a while ago that they are no longer putting single-player PlayStation games on PC anymore. Wolverine won't be on PC. Now remember, this is coming as a response to the post I just talked about. The individual is called Visit Reasonable 77285. So Visit says, thanks for answering. Sounds like another reason for me to hate Sony, I guess. Hope y'all have fun with the short fuse, though. So let's get this straight. You're mad at Sony for keeping a game that they funded from a studio that they own on a platform that they created to make money for their company. And Nintendo does this all the time. And Microsoft does it too, especially when we're looking at Gears E-Day as of right now. So I'm not 100% sure why they're publicly snitching on themselves. Now remember, look at what he said. He says, thank you for answering. Sounds like another reason to hate Sony. And I told you, there's no real self-respecting PlayStation gamer saying that they hate Sony right now with the games that they're looking at that we're about to receive. A lot of the content creators that were riding the wave of Sony hate have now went back to reporting the normal gaming news. This guy right here, just one day ago, says, it looks like it's another reason for me to hate Sony. So, does that sound like a PlayStation gamer? We already know he's the originator of the Reddit post. We already know he doesn't own a PlayStation. And like he said, he's looking for another reason to hate Sony. I would assume that he's insinuating the first reason was the physical drama. But why would a PC fan care if Sony goes digital or physical? I don't know 100%. I haven't done the research on this question yet. If it's easier to pirate a game that has a physical disc versus a game that is on the digital store. I don't know. I'm going to just take a wild guess and say the physical is better for them if they want to steal the game. I don't know. Don't come for me. I haven't done the research yet. I'm about to go ask the question. But again, another reason to hate Sony? Like, bro, you're not even their dedicated audience. You don't even financially support them at all. And you're mad that you're not able to get the game for free on an emulation? You're mad that it's not getting ported to your platform of choice so somebody that knows more about the PC ecosystem can pirate a game and crack it and pirate it? Sorry, my voice is cracking because I've been up. I'll probably lose my voice by tomorrow. It's a weird situation. And I've always told you guys this for like 10 years now, that the PC fans are evil. They are evil. Behind a lot of bullshit, you will find them. It's crazy to be so entitled for somebody you don't fucking like. You already don't like them. Why do you care? I know why, but still, it's like you don't like them. Why would Sony do something for the benefit of their biggest fucking haters? I don't understand the logic behind that. Sony is supposed to make it easier for you to pirate their games by putting the games on your platform that you've already talked about you having money issues and not being able to afford a PS5 that's $600. I guarantee you would be able to find a justification for claiming that $70 games are also out of your price range and turn to piracy. This is a real ideology over at the PC community. They see a $70 game, they crack it, they pirate it. They see a game under $40, they're like, oh, okay, that's good enough. These are the saviors? These are the saviors of the gaming industry? These guys right here? Johnny, you said it's a weird trend to just hate Sony this trend. Yes, but when you have simple evidence like this, you kind of pinpoint who it is. No PlayStation gamer woke up and said, let's hate on Sony. There was... Why? Why? Let me tell you what they're also doing. So, what they're doing now is they're saying that if you're a PlayStation Digital person, you're gonna wake up one day and they're gonna take your games away. A customer like myself that's been purchasing games digitally, yes, digitally since 2008. Oh yeah, they're just gonna take all my games away. I think one of my first digital games was between High Velocity Bowling, Pain, and Wipeout. Of those 3 games, I have access to Wipeout. They made a PS4 collection and included the PlayStation Vita version of the game, and I own that game and still have it. Between PS4 and PS5, I have 1,000 games. I've been on PlayStation Network since 2008, when I got my PS3 in August of 2008, making my debut on YouTube as a PlayStation gamer. So this is my anniversary. Happy anniversary, JayTech. So it's really weird. So 2008.
They keep saying that.
Huh?
They keep saying that. Oh, they're gonna take away your games. They keep
Yeah,
saying
it's
that.
like, but I've had this account since 2008, and I haven't done anything wrong, and I play my games and got platinums, and it's just like, and I don't do no fishy shit with the platinums and stuff. Some people lose their accounts because they're doing weird shit, and they want to like, oh, I lost my account for no reason. There was a reason. Trust me, there was a reason. But it's I don't understand it, and hold on. Y'all gotta remember also, I just picked up Doom for $23. I picked up Ghost Recon for $5. You know what I'm saying? What else did I pick up on sale? Trying to see what else I picked up on sale. I think all of these were purchased day one new. Yeah, I think those. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I recently picked up Doom: The Dark Ages for $23.09. It just went out of it just went back to normal pricing earlier this morning, but I got it yesterday.
What did I miss, Jay?
I'm just pointing out the fact that like this fear mongering that Sony's gonna take all your games away is coming from the PC community. There's no PlayStation gamer trying to tell other PlayStation gamers that they're gonna magically take your games away. You're gonna fuck with customers that are constantly giving you money. You're gonna fuck with the library of customers that are constantly giving you money. Weird.
That saved your whole company.
Exactly. But again, nobody else could bring up such, I can't say that word, such stupidity than the PC, the R word, compared to the PC community. Well, and it's weird because I know that a lot of people don't know about the PC master race, or AKA the PC port begging trolls. But I know these guys very well. Let me also point out there was something else. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I gotta talk to you about that too.
Yeah, I wanted to look at that. I wanted you to look at this other one. This one was extended, right?
They announced a while ago.
Yeah, read that.
Hold on, there's an ad on your shit right now. All right, hold on, skip.
Yeah.
They announced a while ago that they're no longer putting single player games on PC anymore. I don't know when the fuck they said that. Okay. Thanks for answering. Sounds like another reason for me to hate on Sony, I guess. Hope y'all have fun with the short fuse though. It's funny. It's made by a Sony company from unheard for a first party company.
Hey, you know what? I love that they're pissed off. I love that they're pissed off.
I have fun with the short fuse. I get it.
So he's saying his other reason was physical. He just didn't say it.
He just complimented Sony. Yeah. He's trying to say another bomb dropping. So short fuse, haha, clever. But that's still a compliment, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. He said another reason. What's the main reason right now that people hate Sony? The physical shit, right? But he's already confirmed that he's a PC only person and he doesn't own a PlayStation. That's the whole thing I've been saying for the last month and a half now. I've been saying the hatred isn't coming from real PlayStation gamers. I've always said that.
Wait a fucking minute. This is an Insomniac Games game, right?
Yeah.
before the Sony. All right, hold up. Let's go back. Literally, the beginning of last gen. When they made Sunset Overdrive for the Xbox, y'all PC niggas had access to that game. Y'all didn't buy them. Neither did Xbox.
Nope.
And then Insomniac, from that very time, hold on. Insomniac, from that very fucking time, remember, Insomniac was making PC games and PC VR games.
Yep.
My niggas did not buy one fucking game of Insomniac until they made Ratchet and Clank and Spider-Man.
That's when they want them.
So explain to me, because
But I want you to also understand this. They put more PlayStation ports on PC than any other studio. They got Ratchet and Clank, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Miles Morales. They got 4 games. No other studio put 4 of their games on that platform.
Ratchet and Clank is...
Ratchet and Clank flopped on PC. It flopped. They did not buy Miles Morales 2. And then part two, when it went to PC, Spider-Man 2, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. There's like, you're not buying this? Okay, yeah, we gotta stop.
Bro, you got Last of Us. They talking about they've been doing that this whole gen, bro. Y'all got more releases than we did. From first party.
No, facts, but this whole entire chain got way more releases than we did.
Nigga, because literally,
all our fucking games, man, they still
y'all got all of this shit. So I'm like, what the fuck you mean? The only thing you didn't get is Gran Turismo 7 at this point.
Yeah, because Sony
started that
there, because they realized that you hardly buy this shit.
Like literally, so I was like, you upset it's not going to PC, but yet there's console makers that have games on PC. As some not legal, like the Switch One had an emulator day one. I had it, which is not legal for me to have. I admit it.
Yes, they hated Spider-Man 2. You're right.
So I'm like, bro, y'all niggas have this shit. Y'all don't do nothing, and then you get mad when the company actually treats their games with respect. So it's like, you had PC, had Game Pass, right? They still have it. They don't put games on Game Pass no more? Oh my God, Microsoft anti-consumer. How? You don't have to pay for online, and they put it on your storefront. All you gotta do is buy it.
I did some research into the Stop Killing Games campaign.
Bro,
okay, hold on. I'm
gonna come back and violate them niggas.
Okay, don't do that. That's illegal. You can't say both of those in the same sentence. Is there any evidence that the founder of Stop Killing Games comes from a PC-centric background?
Yes, there's strong evidence that Ross Scott, the founder of Stop Killing Games, has a background focused on PC gaming and content creation.
Okay, so I want y'all to understand Stop Killing Games. Do y'all know what Stop Killing Games is, right? So Stop Killing Games is currently a movement that's going on to like kind of really hammer down on consoles for killing games. They want the console developers to keep the games alive and don't kill them and blah, 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 right? There we go. It's called Stop Killing Games, right? So, also, I want you to understand something. When you see anybody that has a top hat and a little mustache right there, that's a sign that they're from the PC Master Race. That's a 100% sign, always a sign, especially if it's a top hat with some sort of a like mustache and it's white. So, again, the individual that started Stop Killing Games, and he looks like a PC dude, is a PC dude. Again, I ask you, why does a PC guy that already has access to all the games, because they emulate and pirate shit all the time on PC, why do they care what console is doing? Huh? Why do they care so much about what console is doing? I know what console gamers look like. And these are not console gamers. Again, when you start to see a good amount of hate towards PlayStation, going forward, ask yourself, who's behind it? That's not my brother. That's not my sister in the PlayStation community. Who is this guy? Who are you? I think enough of you guys just don't ask the simple question, who the fuck are you? Why are you talking? Simple research. Google says he's a PC fucking little weird terrorist. Everybody in this lineup, outside the politicians, on his side, white PC dudes, and that's cool if you're white. No black people in there. It's alright. But it's pointing a fucking very obvious picture here. There's no console gamer PlayStation representatives on this Stop Killing Games campaign that's making a pit stop at PlayStation Hate. Which takes us to his latest video from 3 days ago. It's time to sue Sony. Join us. Now again, I'm going to ask again. Is there any truth that the person that created Stop Killing Games has a PC-centric background? Hold on, Truity.
Yes, Ross Scott, the creator of Stop Killing Games, has a PC-centric background. He's a longtime PC content creator and game preservation activist, known for his PC-focused YouTube channels like Accursed Farms.
Okay. Again, he says it's time to sue Sony. Join us. Who the fuck is us?
JayTech.
Hold on. Who the fuck is us? So the guy behind this is PC centric. I already knew he was one. I just wanted AI to tell you so you can better believe me. I've already done my research 4 days ago. The guy's a PC centric weird terrorist, right? He wants PlayStation to open up the ecosystem that we were attacked by Lizard Squad during the PS3 generation, so we can have more stores on PlayStation, like the Steam store and GOG and all of this other shit that doesn't even matter on PlayStation because we can't run PC games on PlayStation. Just so these guys can run in here and hack the fucking system and finish the fucking algorithm for the emulation that they're working on to steal more games. Less money for PlayStation, less big budget AAA games for us.
Mm-hmm.
So I ask you again. He says it's time to sue Sony. Join us. Who is us? If he's PC centric and the dudes he's messing with is PC centric and he doesn't like Sony, now tell me again, after a month of going through this bullshit, who are the real PlayStation haters? Who's really mad at PlayStation? Is it real PlayStation gamers or verified PC-centric terrorists?
But why are you suing Sony for what? What did they take from you?
Not a damn thing. Because you're not even their main customers.
The thing is, PlayStation is not killing games, though. That's the whole...
Bro, truly, and I'll sit there and ask one time, name one of the big three that ever took away your games. The only people I know took games from you was Nintendo. When they went from the Wii U to the Switch, they took games from you on the digital storefront.
In fact, Nintendo is the main one because they don't have backwards compatibility, so they're always
they the ones who took games. Name a time where, and I will bring Xbox into this too. Name a time where Microsoft or Sony ever took games from you, physically or digitally. One year, tell me, they've never done that shit. Why? Because why would they take their games away for no reason? If they lose a licensing, they announce it. They don't just take it away. Like, remember when they delisted Drive Club?
Even if they lose the license and you have it digitally, it's in your library.
And you can play the fucking game. Like Drive Club, they literally said, oh, Drive Club is be delisted and everything. The first time they announced that PS3 shutdown shit, they announced Drive Club shit, right? Yeah. Drive Club, you cannot play online, but you can play the game, digitally or not. You just can't download it because it's delisted.
It's still in my library. That game is still in my library. I can download that right now.
And you can still play it.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, when if Sony or Microsoft ever took games from y'all That includes the 360, PS3, last gen, and this gen. Tell me a time. And don't
It's
tell me,
just
oh, the
it's
guy that
fake.
lost his PC
As
account.
as I said to Jay, and Jay already knows this as well. It's fake outrage.
Looks like what Lito just said. Forza lost some car licenses, though. But did they take away the whole Forza game?
No.
But it gets worse. So, JayTech, can I speak now? Honestly? Because
In fact, it's actually kind of funny because Microsoft actually gave you a free game.
they give you more than Sony do
no, it's not
sometimes.
even that. It's not even that. It's not even that. They were delisting one of their Forza games, and they just gave it. They just put it in my library because I know I didn't purchase the game. They just
But
dropped it in my library and say, "Here you go, nigga."
Truity and Jay, that's all nice and dandy. But we have to just keep it real. The PC niggas that hate Sony, it's funny to me because we grew up with games from Bethesda. Hey, the skateboards, the shit and graphics. Y'all wasn't really playing that shit. Quake and Doom on PC. There was hardcore gamers playing that shit. The majority, y'all was not paying attention to PC gaming until 1997 to fucking 2000 when Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2 came out. There has never been a company that popularized PC and studios making games for PC. Two people, Sony and Microsoft, obviously. Sony, when GTA came out, popularized the shit out of, oh, look, there's gaming on PS2, PS1, crossplay with PC. PlayStation was the first to do that. Make y'all mainstream, playing online together. That was Sony who did that in the PS2 era. Microsoft, when they launched Windows 03, when you had fucking Pinball 3D, Galaxian, all the Sega games, Jet Set Radio, all the Xbox games that you couldn't get on the PC, but you could get on the original Xbox. Do y'all remember all of that shit back there? There would be no fucking PC gaming without Sony being popularized like it is now, or Microsoft for that matter. The games that were made on PC, like fucking The Witcher, Microsoft
They
is the
need to be,
one who made. Huh?
they need to be grateful more than anything, nigga. Like
Exactly.
a lot of the reasons why they have big games on
IPs.
PCs because of it's called a console.
Right. Like, for example, GTA blew up the way it did. Battlefield blew up the fucking way it did. Call of Duty blew up the way it did. The Witcher blew the fuck up the way it did. Bro, the Xbox 360 made The Witcher 3 popular. So when The Witcher 3 came to PS4
Yep.
and Xbox, that shit was huge.
Yep.
That's what got the hype for Cyberpunk, which is a PC game. CD Projekt Red, literally, the reason they exist to the extent is because of Microsoft.
Yep.
But The Witcher 2 going to Xbox 360 made that franchise popular. That's a PC game. Call of Duty is still a PC game. Activision Blizzard is a PC company. The fucking World of Warcraft and all that shit. Candy Crush with King and all of that shit. Mobile. All of that shit got popularized because of console gamers popularizing your fucking IPs. So if it wasn't for Sony saving Capcom and all that shit with DLSS 5 being shown for Resident Evil, you wouldn't have Capcom right now. You wouldn't have Square Enix. You wouldn't have fucking Bethesda. Honestly,
Or
the
Namco
last gen because
Bando.
them niggas
Or
went under
Namco
11
Bandai.
billion.
You
Namco Bandai. You wouldn't have so many companies that even merged because Namco, even though they sell toys and shit and everything, the licensing, the rights
like
for that in 1994 was because of Sony and gaming.
PlayStation saved the fighting game market.
Bro,
Yeah.
PlayStation saved fucking
yeah.
Konami. Who you think was the one that helped them get that fucking casino here in the United States? Was it not Sony? Or did y'all need proof of that too? Konami literally was going under in 2011. Sony funded them, mind you, while their own company was going downhill. They saved the fighting genre. They saved Japan. Remember 2017?
Yeah.
Japan made a return. Fucking, yeah, Street Fighter 5 was trash. It was, honestly, as an exclusive compared to it. Bro, look at Tekken 7 and look what the fuck happened when they saw Akuma was in that game. That shit sold millions because of that. The fighting game genre. The racing genre, Microsoft kind of did it with Forza. But to professionally race, get your license was in Gran Turismo Sport. That shit got taken seriously was Gran Turismo Sport. GT7 sold over 10 million units.
There would be
Nobody
no
cares.
there would be no Forza if there was no Gran Turismo.
Literally, Sony themselves told you. Even they helped each other. The shooting cover, third person shit. Yeah, you had Uncharted. What you see, where they took inspiration from Gears of War, and they openly told you Gears of War hiding behind cover and shit helped the development of Uncharted 1 and 2. Bro, those type of shits that y'all said, oh yeah, look, we got Uncharted, we got Gears. The mechanics of y'all games made on PC, like Star Citizen, the development time, how it's created, the world's creations, all are due to console games, like Mass Effect. Do we forget? That's why I'm like, y'all can say PC, all the fucking blah, blah, blah. But if it wasn't for the Xbox 360 and the PS2, y'all wouldn't have a predominant gaming market.
Again,
Bro,
I just want you to go back to my research.
Oh,
how for 6 years did the PC community allow PS5 and PS5 Pro, especially PS5 Pro, to get a leg up on the majority of you guys? So over 90% of the PCs, desktop, laptop, and the PC-centric handhelds, the PS5 Pro is more powerful and more stable.
Do you know why, Jay? Because they made the same fucking mistake that everybody thinks, that raw power is all it takes. That's what Sony made the mistake with the PS2.
I agree, but it's
Like
more
in your
than that.
research.
It's more than that. For 6 years, you allowed them to overtake you. That means for 6 years, the people that are the PC community that we have in this day and age have refused to build a more powerful PC than the PS5 Pro. They refuse to upgrade their current PC to be above the PS5 Pro or buy a pre-built that is more powerful than the PS5 Pro. Those three things. Desktop only. There's too many limitations on laptops, and there's too many limitations, obviously, on PC-centric handhelds, which are fucking crazy-ass, stupid prices. And again, one of the major reasons why PC fans have been dressing up like angry PlayStation fans to make Sony look bad over the last month is because Valve gave them a big steaming L. The L was the Steam machine. I'm going to tell you guys what really was supposed to go on. You don't have to listen. You don't have to watch. If you want to leave, you can leave right now. But I'm going to spit some game to you. They made these accounts to attack PlayStation with the physical disc bullshit because they wanted to get away from Valve dropping a console competitor that was over $1,000. This is what was supposed to happen. The journalists, the media, the PC fans, even Xbox fans, they wanted Valve to drop the Steam machine for cheaper than the price of the PS5 and PS5 Pro, at least the PS5 Pro. Then they could claim that the Steam machine was better value. But they couldn't do that because Valve said, we're not going to subsidize the price. We're going to sell this for what it's worth. And it was over $1,000. Not only that, you got to take a look at this, Spartan. It was weaker. It was weaker. You charge over $1,000 for a weaker piece of hardware than the only nearest competitor of the similar price, which is the $900 PS5 Pro. Which is dog walking the Steam machine.
What, the Steam machine?
Yeah. Steam machine is $1,000. PS5 Pro is $900. And in terms of power, which is something Digital Foundry refused to compare, although they should because they're the closest in price than any of the other hardware out here, they didn't want to compare it because it would better embarrass them. So again, we go from the crazy price reveal of the Steam machine, bam, everybody hates PlayStation. There's no coincidence why everybody jumped on the hate bandwagon for a month to try to get away from that news. Now, I want y'all to remember this. The Steam machine has been out for a while now. During the whole time people were hating on PlayStation, the Steam machine was out. No one was buying it. It's been out for almost a month. Nobody has been buying it.
You know why? Because imagine you comparing it to the base PS5, it loses. And then they do a comparison that includes the Xbox Series S. That's S as in Sam. And it performs at a less resolution, but its frame rate is better than yours. The S, you lose to that, my nigga. At this point, what the fuck do you do?
Let me answer this one question. I think it's cool that they get 2 controllers, right? I think for Harlem, you said, what do you think about the Gears controller? As for me, yikes. For me, it's just another day in the neighborhood for Xbox. They're always going to get some limited edition controllers because that's really the only $70 to $80 purchase that they're going to get from the Xbox community. They would rather buy a fucking $80 controller than an $80 game. Make it make sense. I'm going to say that again. Xbox fans would rather pay $80 for a fancy controller than $80 for a good game. They're going to fail the financial test of supporting the Gears of War E-Day with their fucking wallet. Watch. And don't even look to your cousins over at the PC community. You know how cheap they are. They're pirating that shit day one. And most of them won't be able to run it properly because it's an Unreal Engine 5 game.
Mm-hmm.
And we know they're weak against that shit. Man, bro, this year about to go in a way that they don't want. And there's a lot of pressure against PlayStation when it comes to hatred because they know what's about to happen. They know what's about to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Let me refresh you guys on what they're afraid of. Let me show you why they're fucking afraid. Like Joker said, I know why they have fucking these group therapy sessions in broad daylight. It's this. These 2 motherfuckers. It scares these guys to death that the 2 biggest games of the holiday season are not on PC. They can't fucking stand it. And they're putting all their effort into a hatred campaign because they don't want this shit to come out. They know what it's going to do to the narrative of value just on software alone. If you look at fucking hardware, I've already proved over the last 6 months of my research, most of these guys can't run your basic average day, modern day, AAA blockbuster games without any problem. They couldn't run a fucking fighting game. Let's really put it down. They couldn't run a fucking fighting game compared to a PS5 basic.
That is low-key sad.
Come on, man. A fucking fighting game?
But Jay, this has been a thing. Remember, Street Fighter 5 was also like that. It took until 2017 for Street Fighter 5 PC.
But if we look at Unreal Engine 5 as the pattern, just keep looking at Unreal Engine 5 and keep looking at the comments of niggas complaining. It always comes from the PC community. I'll paint the picture. Tokon is using Unreal Engine 5. Wasn't marketed, but it is using Unreal Engine 5. Next game, before that, Tekken 8. Both of them are using Unreal Engine 5. You can look at Tekken and say, oh, this is more of a 3D realistic graphics. Maybe it's going to have some problem with PC. Okay, I understand that. But we're looking at Tokon, which is a cel-shaded game. 2D fighter. There's a lot going on in the background, but it's a cel-shaded game, right? It's still having problems. But again, that's the build of the PC, any PC. They don't have that unified memory, which is the secret sauce within PS5 and PS5 Pro.
It's not even a secret, bro. Nigga, that's also in the PlayStation 4.
I say it's secret because they can't replicate it. You can't replicate that in the PC. Your shit has to run other tasks behind the scenes, whether you want your PC to or not. Shit, I was dealing with drop frames on a motherfucking streaming service. On a streaming app. I'm up here streaming, and I got words going down the bottom, and my fucking frame starts fucking dipping. What the fuck? You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
And then when I was in the scene, I started showing off the Wolverine preview. The frame started dipping again. I'm like, what the fuck? I get out of the scene. I have not had a problem since I came back to my full screen. And that's PC. 8 gigabytes of RAM. And in this shit and I'm not even running a game. That's the difference between PC, whether it's desktop or laptop or PC centric handheld, and the PS5 and PS5 Pro. That unified memory. That is the secret sauce. It's not a secret sauce because you don't know it. It's a secret sauce because it makes this shit better. They can't replicate it. If they could, well, it's been 6 years. If they so fucking smart, do it. But we already know most of these dudes are cheap. They're not going to upgrade their PCs, and most of them have laptops. There's no upgrading on that. Unless you stick a USB disk drive in that shit or something. Maybe swap out the hard drive. But this right here, this is their boogeyman. They know what both of these things are going to do for PlayStation. They don't want these two games to do that thing. They don't want these two games to do that one thing that everybody in the chat fucking knows. These two games are going to do that thing that they don't want it to do. And they are terrified. No other reason. I've never seen this amount of hate since the 360 generation, when they knew the PS3 was that dog. They put up a defense that we've never seen before. Launching your system a year ahead of the competition. Spending millions upon billions of dollars on contracts for Japanese exclusive games for JRPGs that your consumer base does not like. They did everything they could do to stop it. But that was Microsoft. Never have I seen a community go on the internet and masquerade as real PlayStation gamers upset at a company that's giving them fucking games and performance that cannot be replicated on PC in the year of 2026. Never have I seen that. Now we're out of July, and we can retrospectively look at their fucking month and look at these comments and say, wait up, that's not something a PlayStation guy would say. That's not something a PlayStation gamer would say. Where is his collection? He's bitching and moaning. Why hasn't he shown his collection? Simple fucking questions. Now, these two games are weeks away. We got PC fans begging for the other PC fans that are more competent to hurry up with the emulator. I want to play this game for free because I'm too broke. No, that's not something I made up. That is something that's right here, bro.
Jay.
Yeah.
But how are they playing it? Physically or digitally? With the emulator.
You gotta have to play it digitally. Thank you for saying that, because that was my other question. I didn't know there was that one question about, is it easier? I'm not really sure, so I need help on this. Is it easier to rip or pirate a game that is on a physical disc, or is it easier to pirate a game that is digital from the PlayStation Store when it comes to the PC community attempting to do this emulation / quote-unquote piracy in disguise? Because I don't know. I just asked AI because I really don't know. But I think the answer is going to be pretty obvious.
Bro, they couldn't even get fucking Halo right.
Ah, yeah, I know. They couldn't. Yeah, they cannot run Halo worth shit, bro. We're running that shit over here at a lock 60, bro. That's wild.
Anju, this is Halo.
Okay, I gotta answer. 1 second. Let's just listen to this because I'm interested.
From a technical standpoint, digital downloads are actually easier to extract, rip, than physical discs, though both hit a massive brick wall when it comes to playing new PS5 games on PC. When the PC community tries to frame emulation as preservation to cover for piracy, they run into strict hardware and encryption barriers. Digital versus physical ripping breakdown. 1. Digital games. Easier access to raw files. How it works. When a digital game downloads to a modded or exploited PS5, the files are written directly to internal storage. Why? It's easier. File structure dumping payloads can sweep the system memory and copy raw game files, linked to .pkg or folder structures, straight to an external USB or over a local network. There is no physical media reader bottleneck. 2. Physical disks. Physical and cryptographic barriers. Optical drive lockouts. Disks require the PS5's Blu-ray drive to read and verify proprietary Sony encryption keys. Dual encryption. Even if someone puts a PS5 Blu-ray disc into a standard PC drive, A PC cannot read the raw data. The disk's file system is locked behind hardware security keys embedded in Sony's proprietary manufacturing process. Dump process. To dump a physical disk, it still has to be inserted into a jailbroken PS5 console, installed to the SSD, and decrypted live while running through system RAM. Why neither matters for day one PC emulation, regardless of whether a file comes from a disk or digital download. The narrative that a current-gen game like Marvel's Wolverine can be emulated on PC near launch is a total myth for two major reasons. 1. System executable decryption, eboot.bin. Even if files are dumped, the main executable, eboot.bin, is encrypted using keys managed by the PS5's dedicated ARM coprocessor. To run a game on a jailbroken console or an emulator, that executable must be decrypted. Sony's first-party games use higher firmware keys that modders haven't cracked for modern firmware releases. 2. Modern PS5 emulation does not exist. PS5 emulation on PC is still in its absolute infancy, simulating the PS5's custom Zen 2 CPU architecture, RDNA2 GPU pipeline, unified memory system, and hypervisor on standard PC hardware requires immense translation layers that do not exist yet. Summary for your content. When PC users claim they will just emulate or pirate a major day one PS5 exclusive, they are usually coping. You cannot put a PS5 disc in a PC drive and copy it. You cannot play digital file dumps on PC because modern PS5 PC emulators cannot run heavy AAA software. To even rip a digital or physical game, you need an exploited console on outdated firmware, meaning brand new titles requiring day one system updates cannot be dumped at launch anyway. For a deeper look into the actual technical process behind
I already knew that. That's why the only successful games they've been able to emulate are the 2D games or PS1 classic games. They like when it came to Demon Souls, when it came to Astrobot, they are met with multiple crashes and black screens.
Have they put the PS3 yet? Because this is the only one I see them.
They did some games, but they're not all. It's still not perfected, and they're still struggling with PS4. Yeah, they have some games running, but when it comes to PS5, like they said, the AAA games, they have not been able to run that. None of them at all. Just black screens. Even Astrobot.
The PS3 came out in what year? 2006.
2006. Yeah, it's been
November 20. Okay,
what 20 years? Is that 20 years?
20 years,
God
right?
Damn, 20 years. Shit. Yep.
Nigga, we old.
Yeah, we old as shit, man. I hate fucking. God damn, I'm looking at what the fuck. 20 years. Shit. Somebody in the chat said on Twitter, Tokon estimated at 485,000 copies sold units on and PlayStation accounted for 74%. Where Harlem, where do you see that information so I can go put it up on screen? Who posted it?
I don't know, but this morning it said it sold 74% on PlayStation and 20-something% on PC.
Normally Lucci always give me with those what's the names. Anybody tag me in that?
Let me see. I can find the shit because I did see that.
You said 70. I'm gonna just go search it.
70% on PlayStation, something 74. It was like whatever the chart, the graph is with the rectangles and shit.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to use that. It's coming from Alinea Analytics. It's just an estimate. I don't think the game sold fucking 485,000. Yeah, that's Alinea.
I don't even think that shit.
Look, Alinea just trying to get this out the door before PlayStation launches that widget. And me personally, I probably wouldn't do that if PlayStation hasn't confirmed anything yet. I don't know how they came across the sales numbers, but yeah, they said only 26. I'll put it up on screen, but this is coming from Alinea Analytics, so please, you guys take it. When you guys get something from Alinea, you need to say it's from Alinea because other people in the chat may think that it's confirmed by PlayStation. It is not confirmed. It's not from Hunter. Hunter posted it from Alinea. So again, you guys have to make sure you do the proper thing. This is not just to protect me. This is to protect your other brothers and sisters in the PlayStation community. You do not want to give out information that is false, because we all look silly when we do that. So again, you see right there, it says Alenia. That's not from Hunter. Hunter blocked me on Twitter because I called him out on this bullshit. This is not from Hunter. This is from Alenia. Hunter uses Alenia to cover news. I don't use Alenia because I know how flawed they are. So yeah, I'm not gonna use them. I'm good on that.
I was gonna call him something that I'm not supposed to call him.
Yeah, don't do it. What was the budget for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls? Let me see if we got an estimated budget.
The exact budget for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls hasn't been made public by either Sony or Arc System Works.
No, we don't got a budget for it. Yeah, we don't have a budget for it. How much it was. But the only thing I might believe is that the percentage disparity, they say 74% to 26%, that was day and date. And I don't think it had anything to do with performance. I think it had everything to do with they don't play fighting games as much as people claim they do.
Remember, no diss, no buy. But remember, they have PC. They don't watch it.
Yeah, exactly. And this game had a physical disc too, by the way. So it is what it is.
It'd be tight. But if people are just, I'm not buying no Sony game. I'm like, so you're not going to buy games that actually have physical discs?
Yeah. At the bottom of Alenia Analytics in a very small corner, it will always say it's estimated. It doesn't say it's coming from Sony, and it doesn't say it's coming from PlayStation. It says Alenia Analytics, PS5 and Steam estimates. It does not say confirmed. The source is not Sony. The source is themselves. They're making the numbers up. That's why I don't use it. They're getting a rough estimate, but it's normally nor here or there with their accuracy. The game is going to have long legs because of the Marvel characters and DLC they're probably going to add for outfits. So it'll be all right. But on PC now. Now what we can do, I think I checked this morning, it was like 5,000. So what we can do right now is we can see if it's more than 5,000 people on there for the Steam database. So let's go check that out real quick. But yeah, y'all gotta understand, man. Most of this hatred shit, that shit is definitely coming from the PC crowd. I know a lot of PlayStation fans. I know myself and how much I was disappointed with Sony and the PC strategy. But I'll tell you one thing. I never did what they were doing, and I was very, very frustrated. Like, I was super frustrated with the PC strategy. So this morning, I only saw 5,000, and right now, I only see 5,000.
For what?
For Marvel Tokon. And it's 2 p.m. You see how far it's going down? Look, it says it's for a week, right? You see right there? That's where it started up there. And that was like only 20,000. So they got the number 20,000 sold by the Steam database. The PS5 number, I don't know where they got that estimate. But you can get a good estimate from the Steam database, but you can't get an accurate estimate from the PlayStation. So I would assume the PlayStation version is even higher if you look at digital and physical. He may have access to a couple stores for physical, but not all he doesn't have the back end data, and I've done this research months ago. He doesn't have the back end data for the PlayStation Store. And without that data, he can't accurately predict or give us any information on the real accurate sales on the PlayStation side. He can only give a rough estimate based on other sources.
So they don't even give.
Look at this shit. It is under 10,000, bro. It was bumping around 10,000, and now it's just barely hitting 10,000. Like, that's where we're at right now. This is where they're at. Like, this shit, it didn't even hit 30,000, bro. It only hit 20. Let's go take a look at this. Like, this is a beautiful screenshot right here. Oh, I can't take the screenshot because I'm on YouTube in the background. But should I Should I only zoom in right here? I think right here is good. So this is what we're looking at for the Steam database. This is bad, Spartan. It's not bad for PlayStation gamers. It's bad for the PC community. This is the first day and date release that they've had since Helldivers, and it's multiplayer. And the PC fans continue to say, well, if it's multiplayer, it should be released day and date. And it's not a $70 game, it's a $60 game. Right? Again, yeah. I know it's a fighting game, but you guys are making this shit super easy for me.
Wait a minute. I thought PC, they said, had the best players and everything. But crossplay has been a thing for now 7 years. 7 years and 10 months. I've yet to see them say PC players have beat PlayStation in anything but a controller. So what happened, bro? They don't like that no more? They don't have the title no more?
Mm-hmm. This is bad right here. This is really, really bad.
Right.
This is a bad look, man. 5,000. It only peaked at 10,000. When did it peak? Oh, sorry. It peaked at 10,000 over the last 24 hours. But the highest peak it got was 7 days ago when it came out. And that's when it peaked at 24. And it's been going down by over 5,000 every couple of days. Every 2 or 3 days, it goes down by 5,000. So I would assume by next week, it's going to be like 1,000 more, might be less. They've already been exposed for not supporting the game, so if they really don't want to play the game, the number will drop again until we get the real hardcore estimate of the people that really are playing it almost every day. This is really, really bad right here.
You know what I saw today? A lot of? Oh,
what?
Yeah, it's flopping. Sony needs to lose the rights to Marvel. That's what I saw this morning. Based off these unconfirmed numbers, they said Sony pays a lot.
I mean, for 1 week, 485,000 for a fighting game. I think that would be pretty damn good because it's going to have long legs with the Spider-Man movie and the Doomsday movie coming up and the D23 details coming up later today. I think it's going to do really, really good. It's going to have good long legs as a fighting game. But thinking that PC would be make a pivotal role in supporting such a live service type of game is, again, one of Sony's greatest mistakes. This is another one of Sony's greatest mistakes right here.
Because I think when they had that shit with Street Fighter 5, I think they honestly can't do a exclusive fighter again. They like I win.
They can't, right? Right? Okay, I understand. However,
You know what I mean,
now you got info that it's not even worth it. That's all I'm saying. I agree with you. But that was then. That's PS4 generation. This is PS6 generation at the end. You messed around with this platform for fucking 6 years. You know these guys. You know these guys aren't fucking shit. The PC community ain't shit.
Nope, not.
So why put a game on their platform when you're getting pennies? You did the day and date thing for a multiplayer game. That is a really cool game.
They did it.
But look at how many of them is on there right now.
Alive.
Now, what's the ranking for this? Don't they have like the ranking right now? It's currently sitting at number 151 ranked on Steam database. That is very bad.
Very.
Right? Okay. So that's a cool, good game, right? That's a nice, cool new game, right? And they're not supporting it. Okay, cool. They're not supporting it, right? So let's go.
Look at the number one game. Honestly, Helldivers is still.
Let's go to the number one game. Counter-Strike 2. Why? Isn't it free to play?
Yep.
Okay. Dota 2, is that paid?
No.
PUBG is paid, but that was $30. Okay. Power World, $30. Okay. I don't know what a Bongo Cat is. That's always up top. I don't know what the fuck that is. Rust, is that free to play? Anybody know about Rust? I don't know where Spartan went. But these games, most of which you don't know on console because they're not on consoles. A few of them are, like PUBG, that's on consoles. Power World's on consoles now. I think Rust is on consoles. Apex Legends is on consoles. Marvel Rivals is on consoles. Football Club 26 is on consoles. Those are the only ones on consoles. All the other ones are on PC exclusive. But look at these numbers, though. Like, that's the thing. Putting your game on PC does not guarantee that you make money, because the people that are on here, which are a lot, they're on the games that they love. They're not touching anything else. And when I say that, I mean that. Like, these numbers, they normally never change. You can come to this chart and always see almost the same people in the same fucking spot. Counter-Strike 2, number 1. Dota 2, number 2. PUBG, number 3. And number 4, number 5, number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, they will change from time to time. But over the last couple weeks when I've checked, Marvel Rivals has always been up there. TBH has always been up there in the top 10. Apex Legends has always been up there. Rust has always been up there. 5M has always been up there. Bungo Cat has always been up there. Like, that's just a given right now. These are hundreds of thousands of people on. And then when you get to the top tier games, like Dota 2 and Counter-Strike, you got 766,000, and then Counter-Strike has 1 million people. They don't want to play anything else, especially a PlayStation game. Now, Helldivers did get some new content, so it bounced back up to number 16, which is good. It's sitting at 76. But they are drop off really soon too, because most PC fans are playing with mods, and they don't have any real desire to play the game the way it should be. So they don't play the game every day. The hardcore Helldivers fans that are still on PC, they make up some of this, a good chunk of this. But right now we have new content, and some new enemies and stuff like that, and a new objective.
Jay.
Yeah, I'm still here.
So I didn't know I was muted the whole time.
What the fuck you eating, man?
Me? A cheeseburger.
Damn, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't ate shit all day, and I've been up. I've been up since like fucking, I guess like since 11 or 10 o'clock last night.
I've been up till 7 o'clock, bro.
I need to like.
Wait, what?
I need to eat something, bro.
Last night?
Yeah, nigga, I haven't went to sleep.
Oh, that explains why you're a zombie.
I mean, I'm functioning. I'm glad I'm not working out today. I was thinking about working out today, but I was like, man,
of course you're functioning.
I ain't gonna work out today. I'll work out. I might pass out.
Yeah. You know, I wanted to tell you something. A PC fan told me this morning he only plays Helldivers because it reminds him of Destiny.
That
What do
doesn't
you
make
think?
sense. That's weird. That's like, that's not the same. Whatever, bro. Whatever.
And he said it also reminds him of Killzone Shadowfall. That one I
No.
could see.
I mean, a little bit, but no, it's not as weighty.
Nah,
Killzone Shadowfall had a lot of weight to it.
that was a good ass burger, bro.
Where from?
I made it.
Oh, damn, nigga. I was thinking of an idea to where to go.
Oh, what's around you?
A lot of places. Hold
I had
on,
a
let me
burger
let
from
me
Sonic.
just go to my. What did I order last time? I don't want to eat that anymore. No, 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 no. Don't want to do that. Please be the same. Don't fucking fuck it up, please. Thank you. I'm gonna eat a lot. I'm gonna eat this, but then I'm gonna make the rest of those chicken nuggets today and say fuck it. I need some food. Good. That should be here within an hour. I'm fading fast. I need to get some water. Can you hold it down? I need some water.
I'm drinking some water. What's up, sluts? Okay.
What's up, Jay? What's up, Spartan?
What's up? Welcome back, nigga. Who was that?
Huh?
Where the hell you been? We're gone for like an hour.
No, I was doing something.
Yo, you
I was
missed
doing
it,
something.
nigga.
I would have doing something. It would have made too much noise on the stream, son.
You missed it, my nigga. I made a whole burger.
Nigga, out there making Burger King, nigga, out there. Oh.
Can't lie to you, bro.
Where did Jay go?
He went to go do something real quick.
I'm back. I heard everything you guys said about Game Pass.
Listen, shit.
I heard you.
Yeah.
I heard you. I heard you. Don't try to cover it up. I heard both of y'all subscribing 8 times to boost the numbers. I heard you. Fuck. No, I was just looking at the Steam database. Like, bro, like Truity knows. Every time I come up here, we see the same usual games up at the top 10. Like they don't want to play anything else. Look at this. Stardew Valley is still up there. Slay the Spire 2 is still up there. VR Chat is still up there. Come on, man. Team Fortress is still up there. Like, these dudes are playing games that came out multiple console generations ago. I know, just from the games that are at the top, that most of them are running weak-ass hardware. Because these are some easy-ass games to play. The majority of these games are super easy to play. Let me tell you. Let's go take a look. Geometry Dash. Let's take that for just an example real quick. Geometry Dash video game gameplay. No, that's not it. Geometry Dash gameplay. whatever. They got it right. Blah 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 blah. If this guy makes content about it, you know it must be cringe. So this is what it is. Okay, let's see what the graphics look like. I'm trying to see what the gameplay is. What?
Yo, bitches always want to talk to you, bro.
I want you to look. I want you to not talk to the bitches right now. I need you to look at the shit. I want you to look at this.
I'm not talking to bro.
There's too many bitches in the world. It's not enough fucking PC gamers. Okay?
What's that block? This is what they're playing?
True what he... Yeah.
And
They're playing this more. They're playing this more than Marvel Tokon. But they want to say they're the PC master race, but they playing games like this. How does this put your system through its paces? How does this validate... Oh, man, I can't even speak right now. How does this validate your fucking... the myth that the PC is better than consoles?
What the fuck is this?
What is really going on over there? Y'all playing games that I used to play in the computer lab in motherfucking libraries. Y'all playing Flash games out this bitch. You know what generation I came from. You playing some Flash games. And I used to play Flash Sonic. And it looked better than that.
Well, niggas used to play Sonic Advance.
Sonic Flash game. Computer. Oh, it's about to... Oh my God. There it is. I used to play the fuck... Bro, I used to play this one and I used to play this one. Let me go take a look at this one. Hey, I used to play the fuck out of this in the computer lab in high school, and in college.
My nigga, just a quick little trial. You gotta pick Knuckles, Tails,
exactly,
Cream, and yeah.
Bro, you mean to tell me I played something that was more intricate than the shit they playing right now? And you gonna tell me they got better shit than my fucking fuck out of here?
You know this is Sonic Advance 2, right?
Yeah, I know.
That's technically what this is. I used to play it, so that's my favorite.
I used to play this one too. This was the other little Sonic one I played. It was crazy because, you know, a lot of Sonic people came over to Dreams. I never really noticed how big the Sonic community... I knew how big they were. I never knew how passionate they were. Those Sonic fans are always working on a developer game or something like that.
Playing this shit at school, though, getting in trouble as well. Well, I will have all the hacks to get around the block sites and shit. Remember, we're not making fun because gaming is a luxury.
Yeah, you're right. I thought somebody called me. I'm trying to figure out what that other one is. There was like two that I used to play. I'm trying to remember. There was a lot, but long story short, man, it's just like what they were just playing, and I know y'all get tired of me bringing up Dreams.
I need them to...
But we got to bring up Dreams again, because what they were playing and what I've seen people create on Dreams, I guess would destroy their PCs. Oh, there we go, Sonic. Go take a look at this, Spartan.
Looking.
This 3D Sonic was made inside of Dreams.
You're going to your media gallery, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. So when niggas made full-on Mario levels, I thought, oh shit.
Yeah. Oh shit is right. Yeah. Keep looking. Yeah, I don't get the PC community, man. I don't really get those guys. Like, people are making full-fledged 3D fucking Sonic games, and they up there playing with a fucking block. Looks worse than a Flash game I played 20 years ago. What is really going on with the PC Master Race? I mean, what the fuck is really going on, bro? like I said, I've seen, bro. I played a better 2D Mario on Dreams than that block shit that I just looked.
A lot of characters look good though.
I know, right?
Not the grass.
I'm telling you, them Sonic fans, they love Sonic, bro. They probably one of the most passionate fan base I've ever fucking met, bro. Like those niggas know.
4?
Huh?
This would be World 4 and Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. I think this was the one that they made on 3DS. And they also did the mechanic for the Super Mario where he got bigger, which I didn't normally see a lot.
Yeah, this is from 2006.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm telling you, bro. I've seen. You gotta look at this other Sonic level too. Somebody made. This was a really good one. Again, what's up with the PC fans? Like they're playing some bad games.
What?
The PC fans, like the graphics of the games they're playing is questionable. Like they would rather play bad, simple-minded block games than a fighting game that's currently out to prove their point to Sony that they're worth it. Because guess what? I don't think there's going to be that many more next times for the multiplayer strategy for PC. They already got rid of the single player, and they were trying to justify getting rid of the multiplayer. Let me explain to you guys why. We haven't heard shit about 4-Loop, Horizon Hunter's Gathering, or Fair Games in a very long time. I think I know something's about to get scrapped.
What good fucking level design.
Hey, bro, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I think you've already seen me go through this 3D Mario. This is the newer one, but it was really, really good. The visuals are very tight. It's 3D Mario. It looks like. Well, it looks like they got a lot of inspiration from the new movie too.
Not the N64 run.
No. It looks like it's a mix from.
No, I'm saying the run.
Oh yeah. He keeps that one. They keep that one. It's easy. But I think this one's a mix between Galaxy and Mario, the movie, the first Mario movie.
If Nintendo didn't act like the biggest dick riders, we could have had a lot of shit. They could have made mad money.
I know, right?
Working with Sony on this shit, like, wait, we can make games for you. You can have more Mario games.
That would have been a real malafit.
Think about it. You can make Mario games for you, the creators. It's your license, and we split it. I mean, it's your IP, but Dreams. Imagine.
I know.
Y'all could have did like another PlayStation collab, but
they just wanted to be greedy.
I mean, I get it's their IP, but like.
Well, no, I mean, I'm talking about the event that started the console war. Sony made the disc. They went to Sony to try to beat Sega when it came to disc. They didn't know shit about disc. So Sony knew about the disc technology. Ain't that funny, right? And then they helped them, and then they were like, "Oh, we don't want you to keep your fucking portion of the money. Like, we want to own that too." I'm like, what kind of fucking deal is that? Like, bro.
Sony did want a lot of that money, bro. Like, can't lie. They wanted a lot. Every profit from the CD drive.
If you're using my technology to beat your fucking opponent, I would ask for a lot too. Because I know you got it. At the time, I know Nintendo good for it. So,
but the fact that they went to Philips and announced it on stage the very next day.
And the fact that they went with Philips and made the worst console they've ever fucking made since Wii U, that shit was fucking poetic justice. And they got beat by a fucking rookie. They got their ass whooped by a rookie.
On the first time.
Exactly. The same rookie that made a game that could make Mario games. Ain't that fucking crazy?
They got beat by Sony, who was a rookie at the console market. They literally lost to them.
You know, we would have had a lot of Zelda games, but they kept fucking taking them down. Yes, they kept sending Sony cease and desist. Huh?
Nintendo has never beaten anybody on their debut console. They lost to Sega somewhat. Because remember, Sega beat them, and then the Game Gear beat their handheld at first, and then Nintendo washed them. And
You gotta love this next game you see on Dreams.
nigga,
I know you know
oh
this
yeah,
game.
and Microsoft beat them with the original Xbox. They've never beaten anybody. Damn.
Yeah, they just go wild on Dreams. Whatever they can make, they just make it.
Okay, let's see what game we got next. Nigga, Chris Brass Bandicoot, bro.
Yep.
What do we got? Yes.
And again, this one game has better looking games than the top games that are sitting over there on the Steam database.
And it was during the PS4 gen.
It's crazy, bro.
You know what's funny? Dreams didn't run at 60 frames per second. But
Nope.
the games created inside of it did.
Yes,
That's
it
wild
did.
to me. And they were running, and that's insane to me. Dreams is 30 frames while it was on PS4 and a PS4 Pro. PS5 is 60.
Oh, I know you gonna get a kick out of this next one. It's not a game; it's a showcase. But you're gonna get a kick out of this.
Okay.
Because if they extended the meter, oh my god, they could have made a game out of this.
There's a lot of Mario.
Yeah, people love Mario on Dreams. They love Mario and Sonic.
What is that? Pokemon? Pokemon.
I remember during the beta of Dreams, somebody easily made fucking Minecraft.
Bro, completely like remade the shit.
Yes, I know, right? These are better. These are better models that we've never even seen. We still haven't seen clear models like that in any of the Nintendo Switch 2 Pokemon games. Like that's where we're at right now. Yeah, Dreams could really just destroy everything on Nintendo if they want it, but you can't really do that because these are copyrighted by other shit. But I'm gonna post one more, and then you tell me how you like it. But the one game that finally gave Nintendo a run for their money was Astrobot.
That's one of the best, greatest games ever created. I can't lie. The Astrobot game had me in a chokehold last year.
Bro, I love that the Playroom, Astro Playroom was launched with all places. Somebody made a first-person shooter, no lie. I'm not even lying, bro.
I thought this was the part of The Last of Us when Joel had to say Elliot.
Oh, well, it's in first person, but yeah.
What the fuck?
Somebody made a motherfucking first-person shooter. Bro, it would have been crazy if they gave us multiplayer in this because so many people made so many great fucking games.
Why is it 60 frames too? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
bro?
it's 60 frames. Somebody made a first-person shooter running at 60 frames in Dreams. Yeah. So, yeah, man. Dreams is whatever it needs to be, but the one major thing you need to remember about Dreams is that it was something that Nintendo could have had, but they've sent multiple cease and desist to Sony to take down certain levels, and they still do to this day, because the levels embarrass the fucking hardware that they currently have.
But they said Nintendo's are not meant to showcase graphics, and I'm like, yes, they're made for that specific hardware, but they said how Nintendo designs their characters is not meant to be realistic looking. And I'm like, that's bullshit because
Ratchet and Clank.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Astrobot. Astrobot. Okay, it does. It's like Kitty, but look at those textures and the attention to detail in 60 frames, bro. Like, bro.
Dexter, bro.
Jack and Dexter, yeah. Jack and Dexter. Sly Cooper.
Crash Bandicoot. I'm like, go ahead, keep going, bro. That was all.
Spyro the Dragon.
Damn, we just going down the line, bro. Like, because to me, I feel like it makes no sense to really them to say, oh, we don't have to push boundaries. They don't. They're right.
You know what? I got some footage of Crash Bandicoot from my JayTech Foundry that I never used when I was looking at the ray tracing right here.
Oh,
and
yeah. So,
and I
what-
changed
what
the
happened with that?
currency into the rubies from Zelda.
Oh,
And
Watch Dogs 2.
you
That's
can
one of the
see,
most
look at
beautiful
the
games ever.
reflection in that ruby of my keyblade that I'm holding.
Just Ratchet and Clank.
Mm-hmm.
You said Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah. Look, bro, Ratchet and Clank, bro.
Which they
If
said
Sony really want to compete, Astrobot is the best way, but they need to make an Astrobot kart racing game. I don't care if they want to make one. Just make it, nigga. It'll be funny as fuck. It'll be the funniest thing you could ever do, bro. Because it's definitely gonna be better than Mario Kart. And I'm gonna fucking love it.
About it either.
Yup. They won't be able to do a damn thing about it. Ray tracing, bro. 85 pounds of ray tracing. Yeah, my Ratchet and Clank footage, I really should have put some more JayTech Foundries of Ratchet and Clank, because Ratchet and Clank is another massive competitor. Like when it comes to showing off the power of PSSR 2.0. I mean, any game, by the way, from Insomniac, but that's where it gets crazy. The Wolverine footage I saw today was not like highly compressed, but it was compressed. None of the footage that anybody posted was 60 frames. It was 4K, but it wasn't 60. But they confirmed that it is going to be 60. So that's where it gets a little confusing for me. I'm like, wait up, you say it's going to be 60? Digital Foundry won't be able to cover the Wolverine shit until the game is out. But while Wolverine is getting the previews today, they got a clip that says, "Is the lack of competition enabling Sony's complacency?" What do you mean, bro? PlayStation was a rookie in 1994, 1997. And they beat the fucking champion at the time, and then they beat him again. And then they had a good competitive generation with 360, and then Xbox dropped the ball. You're gonna be mad at the person that exactly. You're gonna be mad at the person that came from the very bottom of the console fucking market to the top because they're winning. You're mad at them because they're winning, and everybody else sucks ass.
Can't lie.
You need to look at them. Like, you should be like, Xbox do better.
I mean, the title is
They're
still
not.
correct.
They're not gonna blame the one they getting a pocket change from.
Bro, it's hard to literally talk to the Xbox people because remember, these motherfuckers was the same one that came out and be like, "Oh yeah, Halo 3 sold every PlayStation 3 game combined." Ha 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 ha. And then
That's true.
remember that? And then E3 2010 came, and whatever that nigga that was doing PlayStation Move, Kevin something like happened. The only reason Sony had any more dirt on their name is if that hack never happened. Mag and all that shit that y'all do battle royales on PC. Mag was already a thing. Massive action game. Remember that? When the servers went down, SOCOM 4, y'all didn't have no games like that on the 360 until PUBG launched. PlayStation had it in 2011. The only reason why they talk about Xbox lack of... Because their title was true. Like 100%. The thumbnail was true. The title was true. Then literally Sony got fucking complacent. And they are, very much so. But like you said, them winning is not their fault. They just do what the fuck they had to do, provide shit for the customer.
Exactly.
Like, that's what they're supposed to do.
You can't blame someone for winning because they do what they're supposed to do, nigga. Like the fuck.
I cannot lie to you.
And I'm not gonna sit here, and I said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm not gonna sit here and blame Microsoft. The launch of the Xbox One, despite that TV shit, right?
The
And
Xbox
then
fans did not
using
buy the game that they were given.
right,
I know.
exactly. The connection, I get it, but the spyware shit going on in the world didn't help.
Here's the thing though. You are right. They did retract, even though they said they fucking couldn't do that shit. Even, but they still did that shit because there was fucking bullshit that they couldn't reverse the connect. Nigga, they did.
Yeah, they wanted to force a
Um,
spy on you. Uh-huh.
yeah.
Bro, there was no
But
reason why. And even, bro, if the PlayStation leadership, Shuya Yoshida literally came out and said, I have no idea why the PS4 is selling the way it does. Because we had a sparse lineup. Or did he not fucking say that?
He
he
did
did.
say
That's where
that.
the word sparse came. Did he not? Destiny
He did
and
say it.
Call of Duty and all of that shit was what sold the PS4. Honestly, if
Yeah.
I had a choice, I would have got the Xbox One at the solid last gen, DRM and all, because really it
Yeah,
had no fucking games.
But Microsoft just couldn't get their act together. Like,
No, their gamers couldn't buy the fucking games because they were so hurt for 720p.
why? They were hurt. They hurt because nigga says this is how you share games, nigga. That's what hurt them, nigga. Like the
That
fuck.
and remember,
Hey, don't
1080p
hurt their
makes you
feelings again. Stop that. Stop that.
1080p makes you a better gamer. The last time I checked, JayTech, Sony is a hardware company, right?
Exactly. Do you know how bad Xbox flopped this gen?
This
Sick
one?
Humor gave me a fucking Xbox, and I did a better job covering that piece of shit than any real Xbox fan.
He
This
gave
entire
you an Xbox?
yeah, he gave me the Xbox Series X 2 years ago.
Right. I'm bugging.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I
Yes, he
covered
did.
that shit. Remember, I covered Game Pass. I covered the UI.
Everything.
Nothing had been covered at that moment. Nobody knew what was going on.
Nobody even know their Xbox better than I do. I know your system better than you.
And it's like, bro, it's like, I'm trying to look at the
Can't
gameplay.
lie. Like, so Xbox doing their UI updates. Like, for example, Truity, you there?
Yeah.
How many times did Microsoft Xbox niggas say they wanted Xbox to go back to the 360 type of layout for the UI? Microsoft told them at 2015, after E3, they would do just that. But they decided to announce backwards compatibility was coming instead.
I was up there playing Starfield on the Xbox and everything, bro. Like, I
heard that shit grew in numbers though.
I
heard
did.
that shit went up.
Yeah, it definitely did. I did such. I believe I did probably the best job when it came to covering Xbox, man. And I don't want to be cocky, but it's like no one else.
You did. You hopped on the games and actually streaming them. So it's like,
Yeah,
bro, it's weird.
nobody else was really trying to cover that shit, and it's really sad when you think about it because it's not a bad system if you're playing everything through Game Pass because there's a lot of value there, but
Yeah, Xbox itself is not a bad system.
yeah, it's not a bad system. It's just not in any position to ever pose any type of a threat to PlayStation ever again. And I mean, that's just a realistic thing.
Even if they get a disk drive, for real, like honestly.
Oh
look what
yeah,
Sony
okay.
did.
So I did play Sunset Overdrive. I did play Sunset Overdrive.
Just now, your first time?
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, I played it before on PC, but 2 years ago I played it on Xbox and posted it for you guys. I look.
It was alright.
I tried my hardest to play everything for you guys. Back then, I just really kept trying, man. Like because, like I said, I felt that the people that classify themselves as Xbox fans, they did a horrible job representing that platform. They were nobody that really was passionate about covering Xbox.
Realistically, as I always say, Jay, what are you representing? What is really the Xbox? Where's their identity? You think Kid Smooth just making Halo, Gears, and Forza was going fucking, that was literally their identity. And Halo 5 Guardians was trash. with you fucking gonna do Cortana and AI taking over the world. They didn't follow up on that story at all. Cool. Gears were just coming out, just coming out, just to come out. And Forza was the same shit every year, or every 2 years.
Yeah.
Literally, what is the Xbox? They don't have that identity. They lost Halo to the PC themselves. After Halo 4 and Bungie left, ODST, all of that was over. Halo 4 just copied Call of Duty, and then Halo 5 came out, where it had the Warzone shit before Call of Duty had it, yes. But then
Damn, that's when I
Trudy's witness.
shaved my whole beard off. I ain't
Yo,
even have my fucking
Trudy,
beard.
Trudy there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Didn't I say literally Call of Duty killed Halo? How
Yeah,
many
you did.
times? I've been saying that shit for years. And it's ironic. When Halo was coming out, right, at the beginning of this gen, it came out the year after the Xbox came out. Even though being on the box. And then Halo. Oh, yeah, Halo is out. Then the very next thing is, oh, my God, Microsoft is buying Activision. Call of Duty, yeah. And literally, look what got seems more important. Call of Duty was more important than Halo.
Exactly. That's why Halo is falling off.
Falling. And then you had pretty much Call of Duty's a space shooter.
Nigga,
Now they did-
nigga
now
laugh.
that you-
Nigga said it's not falling off. Nigga, it's off the cliff already.
It's already
that's-
off because think about
That's
it.
illegal.
Look how much space shit they had. They had Mass Effect back then. They owned the trademark to the shit and the 360 era.
Yeah,
they
they owned the
did.
trademark to the first one.
You had
And
Call of Duty
and
back
they
then.
had BioShock first for a limited
And
time.
BioShock.
Yeah. Bro,
Bro,
that,
you got
when
so
you
much
really
shit.
look at that generation, PlayStation was not supposed to win. But they didn't give up.
At all. Between the two of them, they were
Yeah.
not supposed to win.
They was not supposed to win. Xbox was fully armed to beat PlayStation. They had the money, they had the head start, and they had the gamers. And
And then what happened?
how do you lose a 1-year lead, bro?
Because
It's because
They-
they'll be Microsoft. That's how they lost.
no, I'm gonna tell you why. Because Microsoft thought when they have competitors, they have to do what the competitors do, just in a better way, right? Everybody knows Sony was first with that fucking motion control shit, right? So Microsoft wasn't gonna do that. They got the hardcore third-party market, exclusives and all of that, Japanese gaming. You got everything the PS2 had that the PS3 kind of left behind. They got that market, but they didn't get the family-friendly shit that the Wii had. So they decided, okay, we already whooped PlayStation ass. Let's go for this one now. It's been, yeah. King Console been out for a while. They forgot about the Red Ring of Death. We got all the games. I'm gonna tell you when it ended. The moment Black Ops 1 sold literally 13 million and 13 million on both the PS3 and the 360. That's when it really changed. When it got finalized, when Red Dead Redemption 1 came out and it played better on the 360, but people still bought it on PS3, even though it was sometimes unplayable. That was the beginning of the end, really. The moment the PS3 Slim came out, 2009 was the end. Because Metal Gear came out the year before, then Uncharted 2 came out. That was it. That right there was it.
You already know about Sunset. It's wild that they got probably one of the best individual games from Insomniac that's not a part of a trilogy. They got the best one and they ain't even support it.
Microsoft said they didn't want to make a
This
sequel.
game was so different. Every idea they ever had at the time, they put it into this game.
Funny. This reminds me so much of Infamous to jump in. Like,
I know, right? Yeah.
You could tell them niggas were really like, yo, I like Infamous. You could tell.
In the grinding, because
the
Infamous
grinding.
1, he was grinding on the power lines as well.
Uh-huh. That's what pretty much this was. Prototype.
Yeah, they took what you call it, they took Sunset Overdrive from Ratchet and Clank. All of it.
Yeah,
to the
rail
gun,
running and everything.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
The grinding was on Ratchet and Clank as well.
Even the guns are Ratchet and Clank inspired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got different little properties like that.
Bro, this game was actually dope Like going back
Yeah,
to
it was a
play it.
dope game. And again,
Wow.
not only did they not buy it,
And the
the
thing
few
is
people that did buy it never posted
that's the
gameplay.
problem. That's the problem. It was sold to the wrong people.
Yeah.
It was sold to the wrong people because
Bro, I ain't gonna
that's
hold
not
you.
Xbox's type of games.
I don't think PlayStation niggas would have bought this shit either. I ain't
I
gonna
would
lie to
have.
you, bro.
I'm gonna be
I
honest.
would have.
I would
I
have
would have.
brought it, and I would have
I have it on Xbox.
I would have done
I
my
have it on
duty.
PC.
I would have posted that gameplay, and I guarantee you, people would have saw that. Said, "Yeah, let me pick that
Like,
shit up."
cause me,
Guarantee
like,
it would have sold better. People might not. Everybody would have brought it, but it would have sold better. Guaranteed.
this was a big ass game, low key as well. And remember, this game ran 60 frames. No, not 100p. Remember, it wasn't 1080p. But that ain't that mattered. That's why they didn't buy the game. It's a damn
This
shame.
like these niggas, bro. That's why exactly what I don't like these niggas.
So when they said lack of Xbox, I'm like, Microsoft did their thing last gen. There was no
I do
reason
not like Xbox niggas, bro, because this is that they killed Sunset Overdrive because
they
they're
killed the
some of
Xbox.
the niggas that couldn't that decide they don't want to buy games, nigga.
My nigga, they the ones who killed the Xbox. 'Cause look, we can't even say that better version of game shit was important, right? I'm gonna show you how. Just the gen before, the PS3 niggas, them games wasn't selling as much as they are now. The highest selling Uncharted game was 3. And people see that as the worst one compared to the characters in the areas of the first two games, right? My nigga, the PS3 had the worst version of multiplats because they had split memory with the 256. The
Yeah.
Xbox was unified, which we discussed earlier. And my nigga, still to this day, niggas stuck by the PS3 because they had fucking games. There's not really games like Raw Son or Rome looking back at it. That shit was actually pretty dope. It was repetitive. But that Shadow of Mordor, the marketing they had for that last gen, like I'm like, bro, they had some good fucking games. Like
The
for the
Xbox niggas
Xbox,
are hurt. The Xbox niggas are hurt.
like bro, man, because that was third party, but still, Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, both of those games was marketed by the X. I think the first one was Xbox. The second one, I think, was both PlayStation in there. But bro, just because you telling me they got Call of Duty marketing, they got NBA 2K marketing, WWE marketing, they got Star Wars marketing. Because Sony got all the marketing, they got GTA 5 priority on PS4. You telling me you couldn't buy the games or the system because of that? Why? There was no reason for y'all not to buy the shit. That's the shit that pisses me off. So when they be like, oh, Xbox and Microsoft need to do better, why? Y'all don't even want better. As a corporation, I'm going by what you show me. So if I'm giving you games, new games, you still want to be on your 360. I give you the 360 games on your new console, enhanced. Then I come up with two more consoles where it's even further enhanced, better than PlayStation. And you still don't buy the games or the system? Why the fuck am I trying? Realistically, tell me the truth. Why would Microsoft put in the effort? They have, nigga, you have this current generation, last gen, 360, and original Xbox. All of those games are available to play on the Xbox Series X and on PC, but more on the Series X. These niggas are not buying it. They give you literally, they have thousands of games for you. Almost 8,000 games the Xbox has. And you're not buying it. So, in my opinion, Microsoft shouldn't do shit. It's not their fault. Unless y'all disagree. What do you think, JTech? Since you wanted to disappear and shit. Oh, shit. Lord have mercy. Oh. Oh man. No truly.
Oh yeah.
Pick one.
Pick one on what?
The Microsoft at the beginning of last gen or the Microsoft of now? Which one would you pick?
Oh, fucking last gen. Like nigga, they were doing good. They were doing better last gen.
So tell me, truly.
Add more games on that system that I actually wanted to buy.
So tell me, bro. Why the fuck people keep saying Microsoft was the problem?
Nigga, because at the end of the day, nigga, they didn't care. They didn't care about Microsoft. They didn't care about gaming at the time, bro. That's the problem. They were hurt at the time. They were hurt because of some stupid shit that nigga a fucking corporate nigga said, bro. Like, damn.
Oh, this is how
1080p
you
makes
show
you a better
games?
gamer. That's all they said, nigga. And that was enough to fucking rattle their whole entire world, bro. That's all that happened.
Do you know how
1080p makes
disappointed?
you a better gamer, and because of that, nigga, they didn't. As long as it was not fucking powerful enough, they don't want it.
But so tell me why. When they made the Xbox One X, this Project Scorpio, why they didn't change
They,
nothing?
because they already was engorging their mind that they're not buying games, and I think Game Pass was actually a thing at that point.
Was 2017.
Yeah,
So if that's the case as well, right? That they're not gonna buy games. So they give them a streaming services, but then they have to pay for it at all. They didn't have to buy games. So why didn't they use that?
they did use Game Pass because they stopped buying games. I must just say, I'm gonna just say this: if Microsoft says Game Pass is done right now, 90% of these niggas don't have
Oh
a
yes, clips.
single game to their catalog.
Oh,
90% of these niggas don't have a single game to their catalog because they've been renting the games this whole entire time.
I can see it. Because to me, right?
Huh?
To me personally, I know the Xbox One X was important, right?
Yeah.
Because the true 4K thing. But I went over this with JTech Live, and you was there, and I said
Yeah.
when Digital Foundry did that test, because remember it was fake 4K for the Pro, and with the Xbox One X it was true 4K. Remember?
Yep.
And then Microsoft came out and said, yeah, true 4K is any way to get the input that can be checkerboarded, sparse rendering, all of that. That was one. So basically, that confirmed the PS4 Pro was true 4K as well. But the thing that killed the Xbox was when their narratives, every single thing, when Gran Turismo Sport versus Forza Motorsport 7, when that video came out, that was it. When they saw the detail of fucking GT Sport, the cars, the headlights, everything,
Oh, this dude
reflections,
over here talking about the legend, GT Sport.
that was it. Wasn't that it, Jay? That was it for the Project Scorpio. The moment the PS4 Pro won
Oh
that
yeah, yeah, I
comparison,
remember Scorpio. And
that was
you know
it.
what was funny? Scorpio wasn't even really a new console. It was just it was like a console that was black. When did they do
That
that?
was a tech demo box.
It was they did that with the what's the name also 360. Remember the black 360, but not that one. The one at the very end of the generation.
I see what you did there.
Yeah,
Yes, I do.
Xbox
That
360
was supposed to be a
black.
flexible. Yeah,
It was that one that had the silver on it.
yeah.
Hold on. You know the one I'm talking about, right? With the
Yeah, I
lines
know
on
what
the
you mean.
side. There it is.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, bro. It was just a redesign. It was like, oh, it's better now. Like, bro, Xbox was so good at manipulating those Xbox fans, bro. They were on it, bro. They were definitely on it. They were fucking those guys over 8 ways from Friday.
Nigga, they still manipulating them this shit. Nigga, they came out after Shaman saying that, nigga, we are going to bring Xbox back, and then they gave them backwards compatibility for the 360. But nope, it's not for the Xbox. It's for PC, nigga.
So let's take a look at this. Let's look at Digital Foundry. Digital Foundry, the guy right there with that used to have the soul patch, the one in the middle. He said, "Fuck Sony." Everybody else is doing the preview event. Everybody else is doing the preview event for Wolverine. And these motherfuckers, you know what these guys are playing? They're playing a ripoff, right? They're playing a ripoff of 007 GoldenEye that's on PC. It's called Agent 64.
Are you for real?
Yeah. And this is Digital Foundry. They claim to love attention to detail and graphics and all of this. You're playing the opposite of what everybody else is showing off today, which is Wolverine. And again, this is why I don't take the PC community serious.
They didn't get a copy. That's why they didn't.
No, they didn't get invited because they said fuck Sony, specifically that guy. Bro, you gotta fucking love this shit, bro. You gotta love it.
That's so you don't follow internet drama and jump into the freaking frying pan, nigga. You are a company at the same time, nigga. You jump in that fire, nigga, you ain't gonna come out that fire, nigga. Fuck. You gonna stay in that moment, nigga.
Bro, they could have tested out so many games. They could have showed off so many games. But nope, they're not even doing their own job because they're so afraid of PS5 Pro and PSSR 2.0.
Did they even test out Tokon, nigga?
No, never.
No.
Not
God
once.
damn.
Yeah, not once did they play it. Not once did they test it. I know they didn't get a code and they don't want to buy the game. But this is gonna be something about Digital Foundry. They keep talking reckless, Sony will cut them off, bro. They will just have to buy the fucking games and do the test later, bro, because
I love that shit.
Yeah.
I love that.
They did it again.
Oh, by the way, Persona just got a teaser for being in Fortnite. So now it's Tetris, Sonic, Persona, and Pac-Man.
Oh, I thought you meant the YouTuber Persona. I'm about to say, my nigga in Fortnite? The fuck?
Not yet. Soon, but not yet. There has been a Mafia collection for PS5, Xbox, and I think maybe PC that's just got announced. It's called the Mafia, the Morita collection.
Yeah, I saw it on the PlayStation.
I guess that gotta be their last hurrah because the last Mafia I don't think was a bad game, but I don't think it sold very well.
The Old Country, I don't think it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't sell.
It looked good though, but I don't think it sold very well. So I guess they gotta try to make as much money as they possibly can.
The fuck happened?
Good family.
What happened with what?
Oh, it sounded like you just drowned out, like your boy's volume just went down and down and down until it went nothing. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Is my voice better now?
Yeah, it's fine now, but like, I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Maybe it was Game Pass.
Spartan, are you there?
Yeah, man.
Do you hear that from Jay's voice, or is that just me?
Speaking?
Yeah, it was probably just you.
That Jay's voice just like.
So what happens if you already own these games? What happens if you already own them?
Own what games?
The Mafia games.
I guess. I think it's just. I don't know.
Because they claim they for PS5, and I don't think that was Mafia 3. I don't think that was for PS5. Okay, so hold on. Mafia Definitive Edition PS5 version, free upgrade for owners of the PS5 PS4 version. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so if I own the PS4 version of Mafia Definitive Edition, I can upgrade to the PS5 version for free. Okay, nice. That was my question.
Fuck them niggas.
That
Why
was
do I
my
pay
question.
for it again? What's
Well, they say
updated?
you don't have to. If you already own the PS4 version, you get Mafia the first, the first one that they did real good on. That's the one that they gotta give a free upgrade.
All of them leveled up to the PS5 version.
Yeah.
The PS5 version.
Yo, Mafia 3, wasn't that the one with the black nigga, bro?
Yeah, that was the one with the black niggas. I have all of them. I guess I'm
Wait up, what's Omega Pilot? Oh, hold on now. I might have to buy this game. It's called Omega Pilot. It's giving me Wipeout vibes with some Jet Moto. Is it only VR or can I play it without VR? I think I could play it in both VR and without VR. This looks fun. Very, very basic though, but still looks fun. I don't know how they did it back in the day, but the like even games like Jet Moto, it's just something about it. Even if they had, I guess, bad graphics by today's standard, it just was more fun than this. You know, I don't know.
Because gaming was about fun. Then.
Yeah, because I think some people just seemed like they trying to emulate our childhood, and they're not doing the best job of it either.
You can't emulate a child unless you make a game that's fucking fun.
What up, True? Wasn't we talking about this game? The Wild Blue Skies is basically Star Fox.
Yeah, what about
I thought it already came out.
Wait, they trying to remix Star
They
Fox
show,
now?
yeah, PC developers. They always do that.
No, it hasn't come out. I was talking with.
They showed it off 2 hours ago, so I'm guessing this is the launch trailer, right? Yeah, it is the launch trailer.
Grimclaw has eyes all over those seas. Be careful.
Focus on your own targets, Bowie. There's no stopping us. You're cool, we're not through yet.
Watch your fire, Bowie.
Hey, what's this button do?
Hit the glowing bit, Bowie.
Start the mines.
Blue bombers checking in. Let's protect the temple. Eyes open, team.
You can't hide from me. Locked and loaded.
You want a piece of me?
All bombers.
Loki played this though.
Let's send Grimclaw packing.
Yo, why y'all audio went out?
Not stop me this time.
I muted my mic.
How Loki played this though, Jay?
Yeah, it's available now. YouTube really changed their UI. It's kind of weird. Really, really weird. Future Night. What's that about? This shit look like something I played on the motherfucking not on the Game Boy. I used to have this little mini arcade. I don't know if I can find it. Mini arcade Crash Bandicoot. I don't know if I could find it. So it was like this little arcade thing, right? And it was like a arcade, and it had Crash Bandicoot, and I used to play that. It looked like an arcade, right? But it was like you could hold it in your hand, and it's weird. I don't know if anybody has any recollection of those little things. They used to put them out a lot as toys. Every time I look at this arcade thing, they're coming up with these off-brand handhelds. I'm not talking about that. I know the fuck that shit is, but I don't know what the name of it was. They used to make them all the time. That's what that game just reminded me of. Man, it's so sad. We're not gonna see Crash Bandicoot or Smash anymore, bro.
Check this. Smash
64. August
14th.
14th.
We're gonna see Spyro.
Oh shit! They made a Smash Brothers remix, and they put Crash Bandicoot and Conker and all of the other characters in it. Oh, that's dope.
Oh, like a Crash? Hell yeah.
Oh,
Wait, did they what?
Yeah.
So they basically put PlayStation characters in a Smash Brothers game and made a remix of it on PC, obviously.
Can we even step on it?
I'm gonna try. Check this. Smash.
Interesting.
Wait, available August 14th for Mafia. That's in like 2 days, isn't it?
Tomorrow.
Like 2-3 days?
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Today's the 13th.
Oh, I have all of them anyway, so I guess I get
That's
it.
what I'm saying. I was like, I got a good amount of them. I really want to know if 3 can do 60 frames because I would love to revisit that.
Because I think I was stuck at 30, bro. I think that was stuck at 30. So I don't know. Maybe we did.
I would love to hear that. I would love to hear that. Okay, so what's going on with Disney? Where's this D23 shit going at, bro? Cause you know what I'm saying? Like I've been waiting all fucking day. Wait up, we on the Florida time zone. What the fuck?
Yeah. You're on my time zone.
So it shouldn't be any disparity. Let me see where the fuck I can watch this. D23 prediction. Live Disney Parks D23 day. When the fuck is it going down?
No, hey, you know what, Jay? Knowing that it's actually coming out for the PS5 now, nigga, that probably has a PS5 Pro version and everything. I'm hoping for a Pro version and shit. I'm hoping for a Pro version of everyone.
Pro version of what?
Of the Mafia shit.
I see it, but look who owns that. Like, come on.
You mean Take Two?
Yeah.
2K? Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's not until 1:30.
I'm not seeing. Okay, I'm just gonna go ask fucking Google because I was kind of trying to wait. D23. What time is the D23 announcement showcase event? I don't know what the fuck that shit called. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie.
It's taking place tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Hey, I had a feeling it wasn't even going to be today.
The showcase is sorry, my fault. Tomorrow at 10 p.m. It's 7 p.m. Pacific time. Well, I guess we ain't getting none of that shit today. I thought it was gonna be today. I heard it was gonna be today. So I guess it's not happened. It's like the fan event. I think is no. The ultimate fan event.
Me too. I just turned my stream on at 11 o'clock. So. You've been here all morning, though? Yeah, but I have been here with Janelle all morning. Well, she got here about probably an hour.
Yeah, right.
I got here at 8:30.
She got on like 7:30. That's about the time we got here. We were just trying to get here for the hats. We were worried.
That's why I came.
You got it, though. Yeah.
Did they still have them?
No, they're gone.
Because when I came in, there were tons.
Coda came in and they were out. Really? No, I'm just joking.
I don't care what the hell going on in the party.
I ain't gonna lie. That Wolverine shit. Remember, this is the most I've seen people not shit on Wolverine in a while. I'm surprised.
You know what I'm happy about? I'm gonna tell you what I'm happy about.
Over there's Xbox.
Obviously, but I don't hear a single soul saying, "Oh, I hope it's better than the one from PS3 and 360." I don't hear nobody doing those. Before we got this, the last two trailers, they kept doing that, bro. I swear to God, they kept doing that shit, bro. I hated that shit.
Because they're just like, oh look, Xbox got a version 2. But I'm like, okay.
No, they keep doing the same respect the game, preserve the disc. I'm like, okay, cool. Every play, I also don't even know the comments on PlayStation YouTube
He
channel
really
anymore.
retired?
Who?
What happened? Who?
Russell Westbrook.
Oh yeah,
really
he retired yesterday. He said Xbox has no games. He wants to help, so he retired from NBA to help them.
Damn.
This game about to look so fucking, no pun intended, unreal on my PS5 with the fucking LG. And this is compressed. That's why it's fucking crazy. It's compressed like a motherfucker. He reposted it with 60 frames and it looks great. But man, I wish I could fucking play this shit. I know how good this gonna look. I know how good this shit gonna look. Native on my fucking console, I can't wait.
Can't lie. They did a lot of good press because honestly, okay, I want to ask y'all a question.
So hold on. Let me see. When he heals himself, does he keep the shirt off? He does. No, the shirt grew back. Okay. I'm wondering if they're gonna fix that. I don't care that much, but people keep bitching and moaning about it. So hopefully they can do that. But I do love the big chunk of flesh that's just missing out of his back from getting hurt. That's dope. And it just stays that way until he heals again. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that blood. Oh, shit. Look at that. Jeez.
You know, this is exactly what I wanted to ask you about, Jay.
Uh-huh.
This game. This is exactly what I wanted to ask you about. This game. But I'll do it after we finish.
It's better. It's better than fucking Gears, I'll tell you that.
Oh, definitely. More violent. Remember? Microsoft said it was shying away from that?
I know, right? Well, I mean, that's the funny thing. The open beta for Gears went into effect today, but nobody cares. No one's covering it.
That part of what you just said is part of the question I was asking you.
What? What about?
It's about this game. So remember when they first announced Wolverine? It was still getting some little kind of brushed off a bit. You know, it was getting brushed off a bit. And then GTA 6 got pre-orders opened, and then the Sony hate shit, and then you just saw on Twitter, you would see Insomniac try to like market that Wolverine was coming out, and you know, people were still on the hate train of Sony, so that game kind of was getting overshadowed with this. And today, today they got their big moment where they highlighted this. Like, don't you feel like that game was kind of get pushed to the side because of the hate train and the GTA 6 hype?
Yeah.
Because now, when you look at this shit,
but it's it's a popular secret. It's like it's a secret, but it's a popular one. Everybody knows about Wolverine. It's just like you said. Sometimes it takes a back seat when it comes to the stuff.
like, this shit looks phenomenal. This is wild. His face don't look good, but everything else looks good.
Yeah.
And we know.
I can't. You know what? I can't wait to run around Japan. I want to see how wide linear it is, because think about it. They got different areas, but they're not like all open world. They really get to test out different landscapes because it's not open world. And I know how detailed the cities are. I can't fucking wait. I like that he got that Spartan kick too.
Yeah.
He has the corkscrew attack from Marvel vs. Capcom. Oh, he has the jumping knee attack. Wow, he has some really good combat. It's not just all fucking claw strikes.
Or punches. Like Spider-Man.
Oh, he does some nice finishers. He can use other enemies' weapons against them in the finishers. That's nice.
You mean just like the actual games?
Yeah, this is good shit.
Here to grace me with your presence?
You took the top shelf whiskey.
Bro, I'm not doing all of this shit, bro. Like, the fuck?
You good, Jordan?
Huh?
You good, bro?
Yeah.
Now, Sabretooth being in this game is so fitting. Remember when they had all the leaks and everything? It's funny. Every bit of gameplay they've shown so far is in an area that was in the leaks. Like I noticed.
Hold still.
Just find that funny. It shows how far the game has come. I know Insomniac does subtle little shade. Every fucking area they shown was in the leaks, and y'all was calling them trash.
No, Insomniac is a lead developer, bro. Who the fuck called them trash?
No, I'm saying, remember how the leaks came out, right? And they were saying, "Oh, the game looks trash and everything," and then they went ghost for mad long.
I mean, technically, that's the super.
And now Wolverine is back.
Yeah, no, true. He's right, bro. They like when I used to look at Wolverine gameplay, all right, or look for the leak stuff. They would always compare the old Wolverine with the new one. Now I'm looking at it, and I don't see no leak gameplay, and I don't see no comparisons anymore. And by the when the game comes out and we see all the suits and everything, then nobody's gonna remember the PS3 360 Wolverine. It may still have some good stuff with the amount of damage the body can take, but we still don't know yet because this game hasn't came out and we haven't seen the limits of the damage. And I think they want to keep that a surprise for the gamers to find out. I don't think they're going to be showing that.
X-Men Origins was a really good game, bro. It's hard to beat.
It's going to be hard to beat with that. With what they did with the damage to the body and stuff. It was really like, it's like developers back then, they used to slide in certain things and just really do a lot of different types of crazy stuff. And it's just really, really wild. But hey, it is what it is, man. These are things that happen. Well, guys, it is 3:21. I wanted to get I wanted to get out of here at 3:00. It's 3:21. We don't have the showcase to look at. It's coming out at 10 o'clock tomorrow, and I don't want to do that one. We might do another gaming stream. I think my family was talking about doing something on Saturday since I'm off. So if they do contact me and they're like, "Hey, let's go," then I'm gonna be away on Saturday. Plus, I'm off on Saturday, but we'll figure out what we're gonna do. We might do a Sunday show based off of the D23 covering the comic books and the Wolverine aspect. I'm guessing more details will come out about Wolverine leading up to the review embargo, as well as with the release of the game. But this Saturday, Wolverine will be a month away. It'll be August 15th, and the game comes out September 15th. So, it's a lot. It's a lot of games to play and stuff like that. So, I was in the process. This is a game I'll be playing back, like on behind the scenes. This is the 2D God of War game. Let me see. And I just be playing this, but oh shit. Why this look like I'm about to get fucked over in a boss battle? Oh hell no. Oh, that's right. I got double jump now. Hell no. I'm about to go up there and save and come back with full health. The fuck? But I ain't gonna lie, I could go back to some of the other higher levels, or the other levels I couldn't get through now that I got double jump. So I got double jump. That's actually the only special thing I got here.
So Jay, I'm gonna see you later, my brother.
Okay, man. I'm gonna just get to the save point, then I'm gonna bow out here.
I'm about to go outside, nigga. I gotta travel downtown Brooklyn.
Oh yeah. Be
Sure.
safe out there. It's fucking crazy. I don't know how
Yes,
crazy it
bro.
still is in New York, but you know, motherfuckers, the
Bro,
world just gone fucking super crazy out this bitch, bro.
resources are scarce. You know what's crazy.
Yeah, you got the zombies out there, bitch. Oh yeah, that's right. I can do this
Okay.
now.
I'll feel you. I'll speak to you, of course, bro.
Oh yeah, no problem, no problem, no problem.
Get it, bro.
True Woody, what you about to do?
Nigga, bro. Again.
I think True Woody about to. Oh, okay. I was about to say, how do you do this puzzle? I know how to do this puzzle now. There we go. Great. I fucks with this game because, like I said, I got a soft spot for Metroidvania game. Uh-oh. The fucking monkeys want to talk again.
Let's have it, you two. What did you do to get turned into monkeys?
I don't know what you're talking about. We were born this way. Once a monkey, always a monkey.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, as for me, I just had the hiccups.
The hiccups.
Yeah, real bad. Really must have annoyed the gods, because after about 3 days, poof, monkeys, both of us.
Don't know what you expected, brother.
Are they still gonna be up there though? They are still up here. But there's no new dialogue. I made some good progress in this new yellow area. But I'm gonna have to go over here and probably do a boss battle. I will say one thing. I really wish I could make it back over here and go back to the other area, but they won't let me. So I think I have to keep going and explore the rest of this yellow area. It is a pretty big area, and it looks like I'm pretty much at the end. So I'm guessing the boss is going to give me something new so that I can get past the obstacle over here and make some progress. I'm trying, man. I'm definitely trying. And due to the fact that this game is taking me forever, I want to get the platinum. I want to. That'll be my 97 platinum. I think that I can do it. Yeah, I think I can do it. Well, that's it for me. So you see there are some games that are just gotta, like, they're gonna get beat. And some games are gonna continue to be in the backlog, but
Yeah,
I
that's gonna
think
be
August is the last month that I can really, you know what I'm saying? I can do anything else in the rest of August. I think I'm gonna focus on getting this one out the way, get the Dispatch last episode out the way, and get back on Cyberpunk because I'm close to beating Cyberpunk. Death Stranding gonna stay on the back burner until I get deeper into the story of Cyberpunk. But like I said, I want to get God of War 2D out the way, and I want to get Dispatch out the way. I don't want to go for the platinum. I just want to beat the last episode. Obviously Tokon. I have like 3 other story things I need to get through. It's crazy because I got more trophies on Tokon and I spent less time on this game than I do on the God of War 2D, and I only got fucking 6 trophies. Because of the way that it is, because it's a
Wait, how much trophies are in the God of War 2D?
36.
Okay.
Including the platinum. Yeah, it sucks. Okay, everybody. Hold on. What happened? PC leakers did some bad shit before with unfinished footage. Who's that? Oh, Briarios. Yeah, I'm aware that PC fans are gonna try to use the leaked Wolverine footage to try to spoil the game. I'm well aware of that. That's why we have safeguards on this channel. Like, you have to be subscribed for 6 hours, and if it's not that, you know, we gotta have to boost it up even past that. But you guys have a great afternoon. I need to go chill, do these timestamps, and yeah, after I do that, I'm gonna just chill until I fucking fall asleep. Thank you guys for supporting. Hit the like button on your way out. I'm not sure when I'm gonna be back though, so if I'm going to see my family tomorrow, then I won't be here tomorrow or Saturday to do any content. So I'm gonna see what's going on with that. But I think I have some footage and some stuff that I can make a YouTube short. So you're gonna start to see a couple more YouTube shorts on my days off or when I'm not streaming. But you're about to start seeing some crazy streams. You're about to be like, damn, Jay live. What the fuck? He playing this? Blah blah blah. Yep. There's a lot of shit I gotta start getting out the way before Wolverine comes out, and we got like fucking 30 days, bro. So yeah, we're about to hustle. Right now, I'm just gonna be getting games out the way that I've gotten the farthest in. Yeah, the ones I've got the farthest in, those are the ones I'm gonna focus on.
I'm going to do both fighting games before I get because I got 2 fighting games I've not actually touched yet, and that's that freaking what you call it. That what's it called? That Invincible Versus.
Oh,
and
okay.
And this shit, Token Fighters.
Okay.
So I need to get those 2, but I'm trying to get freaking fighting games. Shouldn't be a problem for me. I should get them done in like a couple of streams. Like I can get them done in a couple of streams. Like,
well, except for the boss. Have you fought the boss yet on Tokon?
No.
Okay.
No.
He's gonna give you a fucking headache.
I bet it is. Yeah. All bosses are a headache, Jay. Every boss is a fucking headache.
Not like that motherfucker. I was raging. About to throw this controller at my motherfucking TV, bro. I think I got that nigga on sheer luck the second time around. Skill and my speed the first group. Damn. Okay, man. I'm out.